with the Iran deal.
That
What
was
it was is
that was
so
Clinton.
what
Clinton,
it was.
Hillary Clinton made that deal. Obama's just a puppet, dude.
Whatever, dude. Shut the fuck up. So with the Obama deal with Iran was we were heavily sanctioning them. So we took the money from them. So the deal we made with them was they couldn't produce a nuclear weapon or try to enrich uranium. It was more enriching uranium enough to develop a nuclear weapon. And we returned the money that we sanctioned them for. That's what it was. So it
And
wasn't
also,
like
where they got the pallets of $400 million or whatever the fuck it was, Telescope.
all it is Trump flexing because he wants to do what Bush didn't do. He wanted to go after Iran, and also he did go after Venezuela, so he finished off the job of Noriega.
we've been going after, dude. We've been going after Iran since the 1950s. You know that, right?
Yes,
you ever seen photos of Iran in the 1960s?
Yeah, we've been going after Iran.
Shut the fuck up.
Iran
Please
for like
don't.
20 fucking years.
It's just an excuse.
It's not like the first fucking day.
We're talking about living president.
Fucking
Trump wants to flex saying
retard.
He was
that he's
installed
the
or
one that
propped
got
up
Iran.
by the CIA, by the
He's the one that
American
finished
government.
Iran.
Shaw was
Sorry,
Iran.
It's a flex.
It all started,
Say, oh, look,
it
I
turned
did what
around
Bush
in
couldn't do. That's all he's doing.
79.
Venezuela, Noriega, back in '89.
We weren't going after Iran
And Jimmy Carter
for
really
the
screwed us
past
up.
50 years.
Jimmy Carter sold the
It's
Panama
not
Canal.
the first fucking
with
day,
long
you
lines and
Jimmy Carter sold the Panama Canal.
retard.
But Trump wants to take it back.
we need to. I mean, it was given away.
That's not all. That's not all Carter's deal. That was partly Clinton. He
Clinton
finalized
did
it.
that. Carter messed up the oil. He messed
with
up
more
the
oil.
hostage situation and everything.
You know
But then
what?
They had the Iran Contra that
You know what? Brett Boyle
really
is actually
did
agreeing with
good.
me over here. Brett's agreeing with me. Yeah, we've been fucking with Iran since the 50s.
Yeah.
We took out their forward thinking fucking leaders and put in what they had to deal with in the last fucking, I don't know, 80 years?
Yeah. Yeah, what happened? It was more like in the 60s. It took them a while to get him out of there. And it brought
Yeah,
him
but I
here.
think Brent is talking about Iran before
But the most
Shah
iconic
of
figure
Iran.
is the Bushes.
Yeah.
There's at least one Bush is still living, and Trump is just basically flexing to say that he did what Bushes couldn't do. That's just him.
I said it
flexing.
earlier that they used Saddam as the butcher of Baghdad. They confused the American public between the two countries. Really, they played their games and they made people thinking when they're talking to the butcher, they were talking about Iran, which they weren't.
And also,
it put a hurting on them.
Over.
And also,
When
why doesn't Trump
Islamic
rip up the pipelines underneath the Mexican wall? Why does he change the tariffs to currencies so the cartel so he could from the currency exchange fees change the tariffs to currency exchange fees on the cartels, specifically on the cartels? Because he's making money.
The tyranny. I believe the tyranny with Iran started even before the 1950s.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would not be.
I was just a youngster, but it was in every topic back then.
I mean, I can trace just back to U.S. history back to the 30s, where the socialist or dictatorship started back then.
Oh yes.
Okay. Okay. So no. It's actually it goes further back than that. So which country are you talking about?
I'm talking Telescope. I'm talking about Iran. Iran proper.
Well, most
okay.
Well, a lot of history. A lot of history has changed. They've changed the history too. They've
Eastern countries
words here and there, and it's been a long road.
So most Eastern countries have a wide history in socialism. I don't think anyone's going to argue that, right? Like, now what their spin of socialism was, it takes place of. So, for instance, like, you look at Asian countries, they're socialist countries. You have like China, that was it, like the Democratic Party of China, which is a communist party, but they're more socialist. Which socialism, if you read the Communist Manifesto, is a passing phase into true communism, right? Like true freedom.
So I would push back on that a little bit, and I would consider Iran more of like a theocracy.
They are. No, actually, I actually am going to agree with you. Yeah, they are a theocracy. Now, the thing is we created that. So in the 1950s, they had in the 1950s and 60s. In the 1950s, we started fucking with Iran, which I think Brett's trying to come here and agree with me about. We introduced ourselves over there and got rid of like progressive, forward-thinking people. Like if you look up like photos of like Iran in like the 1960s, it literally looks like you're like a Berkeley University.
Yeah,
like,
you're in the U.S.
Well,
yeah,
I was in Iran.
There was no
in
difference.
power. So
Yeah,
I know
there's no
exactly
difference.
what it was like. I went
So
to
what
the
happens
university.
is
It was fun. Everyone
Yeah.
did what they want. They were smoking dope there.
Yeah,
In
but
a car, you could pull
women-
up to
women-
like
women
kebab
have
and a
long,
beer delivered to your car. It was like freedom. Everyone was happy.
women have long hair. They're in shorts.
Yeah.
And like
No
and
hijab.
t-shirts and stuff. And like,
They're
The only
literally-
people that I saw wearing the hijab
burkas.
were
no.
some older ladies, but all the younger girls, nope, not at all.
You see pictures from the 1970s, even before the new regime took over.
Bikinis
And I
on the beach.
mean, they're wearing, short shorts and mini skirts and
Yeah.
bikinis, and this is where I say it's more of a theocracy, because it's more of a value of a religion than it is of a political system.
And
Well, no, it is a
that-
no,
that-
okay,
that-
I'm gonna push
79,
back. I'm
When
gonna
the
push back
Ayatollah
on that.
took over, then it was like
It is a political system, because what happens is, look at the
Well,
things in the
Islam is a political system. I
Okay.
can't.
It's
Okay,
like at the end of
so
the
is
at the end of the
Christianity.
70s, in 79, the
and
Ayatollah
they're
stepped
from
up
being
and said,
Persia,
just all of a
And
sudden, this is
Persian
the way it's
values
going to be.
being Islamic values.
Okay, and so is Christianity, and so is Judaism, and so is Buddhism.
They have their own
so is
form of
Shintoism.
Christianity.
So is
in,
Shintoism. Like
Iran.
it's not just like labeled as just one thing. It's what
That
happens
is one religion
it's-
that I
it-
never understood was Shintoism. I never understood that from the beginning.
it's atheistic, but you worship your ancestors. So it's like you worship ghosts.
Oh,
So that would be
okay. That
It's like
makes sense.
tiger. So it's like tiger parenting, but like metaphysical tiger parenting. That's what I would call it as. If that makes any logical sense.
would be first American people fall into that then, because there's a lot of like
No,
generational worship and stuff like that, like my ancestors.
They're more metaphysical. They do believe it. I mean, first peoples are is a polytheistic relationship. I mean, a polytheistic religion. They had different gods and stuff. But what we always learned about, like the evolutionary practice of religion, polytheism eventually transforms into monotheism.
I just
So-
want to address this comment here. Zionism is a political system. Islam is no more a political ideology than Christianity is. I totally disagree with that comment, because
Where's that?
a lot of what they institute within their society comes from their magic book. Right, like the women having to cover their heads, having lesser rights than men, and that's all, it's all instituted through like something called a Sharia court, which is actually an Islamic court. So I'm going to push up on Brett
Actually, I
a little
agree.
bit on that.
I actually agree. I agree with Brad actually on this one. It is Zionism are Jewish Nazis.
Islam
I
is
wasn't
both
disagreeing with
political
Zion.
and
I was-
religion.
Yeah,
I wasn't-
you're
I
right.
was
not-
Zionism is a political factor.
I wasn't disagreeing with
Why do you think-
Zionism being a political system. I was disagreeing with the fact that he's trying to claim that Islam is no more a political ideology than Christianity is, and Christianity is also a political system.
No,
Right?
no, he's,
So-
no. He's saying it's no more a political ideology than Christianity is. So he's saying he's equating both of them into the same.
No,
Yeah, but why do you see Muslim mayors of New York and London and a lot of other main cities over in the UK, for example?
What about it?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not-
I'm not
that's
asking
not
you.
clear,
Like, I don't
that's not
understand
clear,
the
Tommy.
question. Yeah, the
Because-
Abrahamic religions.
because-
The Abrahamic religions.
are you
Because
saying?
the Islamism pushes
Well, here's
the
what
political
happens.
side of it there, but it's
they
not
come
just
in-
a religion.
Okay,
You got to get
okay.
involved
Tommy,
in
Do you know? Do
politics.
you know?
and then
They
try.
don't-
You know, why do you
Tommy
think in
Jumper.
Canada that we have Islamic laws in our political system telling us
Right.
to shut up
Well,
and not talk about that stuff?
Okay,
Right.
you know.
well,
okay,
that's what they
Tommy,
do. They come
Tommy,
in. They come
Tom-
in. They don't.
Call
They
it
don't
hate
combine
speech.
with
You
us.
talk
They
about
start their
Come
own.
on.
They start their own communities. Their own. They elect their own people, and they keep it among themselves. You know, it's what they're doing in Dearborn. That's what they're doing everywhere around the
not
world.
just
You know,
religion, but they've gone political.
they're bringing their law, trying to supersede a constitution, which is a no go. You know, really.
No, okay, Tommy. So, what are the three Abrahamic religions?
I don't know.
Christianity, Judaism, and Islam.
Well,
Okay,
Judaism
good
was
point.
already there, so you know the sons went their separate ways and started.
They're all three Abrahamic religions.
but they're all yeah. You're right. But the Judaism was before Abraham. Was
It
started.
doesn't
with
matter
Abraham.
what was before him. They all believe in the same God. You're aware of
They-
that,
yeah.
right? They believe in the God of Abraham.
Yeah, but they
Not
all have
necessarily
different reasons for being.
going different ways. Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole other issue right there.
I
you
ha-
know.
It's
I
not.
have to-
It's
That's
not
a
an
rabbit-
issue.
I have to
It's not an
That's a
issue.
rabbit
You
hole.
read the
That's a
Bible,
rabbit hole
And you
not
know,
to
there are
go
a lot of
into.
things, in the Bible that are good and bad. But honestly, if you're a Christian, generally you want to do good, be good. You know, don't commit adultery.
Okay,
Don't
I'm also
steal.
going to blow your. I'm
Be a
also going to
good
blow your
person.
mind,
The
Tommy
Bible
Jumper.
doesn't teach you
Tommy.
to go
Tommy.
out there and go. You got to take
Tommy.
over the world and do whatever you can
Tommy.
and lie and
Tommy.
cheat and do whatever you can
Tommy,
to further our religion.
Jews,
As long as
Jews
they don't
are
do it to
not
one of them
Christians.
themselves. You know,
Jews are
as
not
long as they don't
Christians.
do it to another Islam.
Jews are not Christians. You know that, right?
We know that they don't believe in Christ.
They don't
You know,
believe that
Islamic
Christ
people believe in Christ,
as a prophet, but not
Yeah.
as the Messiah.
but they do believe in Christ.
Isn't Christianity a branch of
Believing-
Christianity is a
It doesn't
branch
Judaism?
matter
of
whether they
Jesus.
believe in Christ or not.
Yeah, that's what makes you a
And
Christian. You believe in
They're told
Christ.
to, you know,
They're more of a
think we're-
Christian
do
religion.
away with other people.
Islamic
I think-
people are more of a
If you're another
Christian
religion,
than Jewish people.
Islam
Oh
teaches
no,
you to do
no,
away
no,
with
no,
those
that's
people.
not true.
It's wrong.
I think
That
that we're
is
Because
getting
if they go
away.
back, and the Quran tells them to go back and check the Bible, so you're
And-
going a vicious circle there. You know,
Okay,
who do you believe?
does
the
the
Quran or you
Islamic
believe the Bible? You
does
should
the
believe the
Islamic
Bible.
Christianity
Bible.
and the Bible
Bible.
was
That's
around
the final
way
answer which
before
they come to in the Quran.
Muhammad.
Then they
and
should
the,
believe the Bible.
half
Does
Bible, half
Islam-
Quran. Tribal. I'm joking.
Bible.
okay, so
I
we
like-
agree.
I
So-
like it.
So I think
I
that
like
we're
that.
actually. I think we're actually just getting away from the main point. And I
Right.
don't dispute a lot of what anybody is saying here. Yes, okay. Jews, Christians, and Muslims are part of the Abrahamic religions. I think that's pretty common knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is that we don't
Look at how many religions there are around the world. There are thousands of religions.
Justice is
Everyone
blind.
seems to be living in peace,
Justice is
except
blind.
for one religion in particular. Why is that?
Yeah, I'm supposed to love everybody no matter what, right? According to the magic
Because
book.
everybody knows that there's
But-
some kind of supernatural, you know.
But why is it that all three of these books pit these three groups against each other? It's hard to
They don't.
accept sometimes, right? Like, well, I've read a lot of, I haven't, obviously I've read the Old Testament, but I've read bits and parts of the Quran. I've never read any further than that. But I do believe that our societies are structured in our religious beliefs, like especially in the United States, where it's your constitution under God, and it was Christians that, created your
It's
country.
more than Judeo-Christian.
Right. Pardon?
Yeah, same thing in Canada. We used to sing in school, "God Save the Queen."
Right. So, I guess
The fascist
maybe
regime.
Who follows that more, West Canada or East Canada?
Probably West.
Western.
Probably West. But I guess maybe that was a little bit eye-opening for me, just to be like, oh, they're a theocracy and we're not, because maybe we're not as extreme as a theocracy, but we may be a theocracy all the same. Just throwing that out.
Yeah,
there.
we have the right here to practice whatever religion we want, as long as we don't infringe on somebody else, but when you go to the point where you're infringing on our laws with your religion, with your political religion, that's where it goes wrong, where they say, our Sharia law should take precedence over the Constitution. No, this is the United States of America. We have the Constitution as our law, and the Sharia does not line up, young kids marrying, 9 years old, can't do anything till they come of age, things like that.
That sounds like the Epstein Islands right there.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, I don't think we're in a position to judge anymore, given what.
There's a Christian religion that does that too, right? You know that, right?
Well, yeah, the Christian religion was based on the age of,
There's a Christian religion that still practices that in the United States, right?
Yes.
What's it called?
Mormons.
Mormons,
Oh.
yeah.
Yep, good old Utah.
Yeah. Yeah, when they come of age, that's it. That's biblical, It's in all the religions, that's the way it is. Unfortunately,
I think it has something to do with human history. Well,
yeah, it's all our history.
Gospel back in the Middle Ages, back before industrialization.
Yeah,
it was just the
everything.
way it is, right? So now we're like, okay, well, we live longer. We don't have to, get married and have kids as early as we used to. And it takes time for the societal laws to change.
So do you
right?
think?
Are you sure of that? Okay, listen.
Do you think maybe the age of
Shut
consent
the fuck
was-
up, Carrie. Shut the fuck
No,
up. Carrie.
I'm not going
Are
to
you-
shut
no,
the heck up.
No, are you sure of that?
I'm
Because we're
talking.
rolling back. We're rolling
Well-
back age of consent in certain states in the United
Whoa,
States.
whoa,
I mean,
whoa.
To make-
15 years old to be
We were talking
emancipated.
again- we
Yeah.
were
Oh
talking
my
again-
Maybe
Lord,
it's good.
people! I'm willing to talk.
15 years old to be
anybody.
emancipated.
Anyways,
Well,
think-
everything was as far as the age department, everything back in the biblical time was a lot longer. So who knows? The age of consent might have been, higher than 13 or 14. It might have been 25. We don't know. That's what I'm trying to say.
but I think we've gotten
It
away
could
from
have been
the
older.
Was there an age of consent back in biblical times?
Yes, it was when they come of age.
Yeah.
What do
If it
you
was in
consider
Muslim religion, it'd be
coming
like
of
nine
age?
years.
You know what that is.
9 years
When-
old.
When they
period.
start their period.
Oh,
9 years
okay.
old.
All right. I'm sorry.
But
Yeah.
you know, what are we
I won't-
doing?
I
Like,
won't make- I
we
won't
consider
make
ourselves
Anyways,
so-called
anyways, I
progressive,
think
progressive society to where we're, increasing the age, and what's going to happen? Are you allowing a religion to come in and then all of a sudden turn the clock back?
Yeah,
Like where's the common sense in that?
there is none because we're we've got our laws now. We need to abide by those laws. You know, you're
The age
18,
was 18, and we
18, and
deem that
most,
as
you know,
being a great age. You know,
that's our
well,
law.
we
That's what we
back
should
to
abide
9.
by.
Doesn't make sense.
But,
I got
you
another
know,
one for you guys.
really, it all didn't. It ended in Delaware in the 90s, the late 90s. And Delaware was 7 years old. That's Joe Biden's state. You know, it was 9 years old until the late 90s. You can look it up if you don't believe me. That's the bad part. You know, now we have it 18, which is good. That's where it should be.
No, it's still 15 to be emancipated in most states. 15 years old to be
Yeah.
emancipated.
Age of consent 16 in my state.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But I think we're
but did you have the thing about the teenage love thing being classified, you know, and that's wrong because the hormones start raging, you know, when they're 13
That's
to
right.
15.
Speaking of hormones raging,
See, like you're saying that
Correct.
that's justification for an 85-year-old man to like bang a 13-year-old?
Oh, hello.
Brett has entered the.
Is that justification for a fucking 55-year-old man to bang a
What?
fucking 13-year-old? Because their
absolutely
hormones are
fucking
raging.
not.
Sounds like Epstein
So
files
I'm
right there.
talking about 18, you know, the
Allow it.
22, the 15 to 22 age range. It's there, you know, young kids, not older people with younger kids. No.
What is
You're
the
fine-
age of
so you're fine-
consent
you're-
in Canada?
Well, I mean, you know, there's a lot of young guys, 18 years old. They turn 18, they go to jail for, you know, statutory rape.
What is the age of consent in Canada?
About 14
16.
or 16.
16.
16. Depends on the province. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
It
16.
we also have laws regulating like children of a similar age. So, for instance, an 18-year-old could date a 16-year-old, but a 20-year-old or a 19-year-old could not date a
Right.
16-year-old.
Yeah, like so Romeo and Juliet
Well,
laws. That's
yeah,
what
they
they're called.
can
Yeah.
with parental consent, but
Well,
yeah,
you know,
a 17-year-old can date a 19-year-old here. It's not an issue. Like there's bigger.
They
fish
have
fry.
they have to be within a couple years of each other.
It
I
could
mean, you
be.
could-
There's so many different laws to spoon. You know, it's there's a lot of different laws in different states, and you know, it's hard to keep up with.
Yeah, there's some leniency here. Like if a 17-year-old girl is dating a 19 or 20-year-old guy, it's kind of generally overlooked. Like nobody kind of.
I think
Okay,
Florida
gives
is
a
5 years from, you know,
You know, I think the law
5
should be.
years from the age.
You know, I
Florida
think the
is
law should
5
be.
years.
You know, I think the law should be half your age plus 7. It's the best fucking mathematician problem to fucking do for sex.
Half your age plus what?
Half your age plus 7.
7. Okay.
That's it. That's the minimum age that you should have sex with.
Well, not 9.
No.
No, fuck that.
You got to be.
I don't think that
mean,
works at all.
You
counts.
got to be of a certain age. You
I'm
know,
40. I'm 40. So if my fiance
20
and I
plus
broke
7.
up,
maybe
like
27. Huh?
I could go for a 27-year-old.
27. Yeah.
Yeah, you could go
Telescope.
for it.
Telescope. I'm 43. Do I look 43?
I'm ancient, so forget it.
I'm 47.
Okay. Well, if people are going to call you a pervert, she's too young.
Yeah, mine
But I
would be.
think-
Mine would be about 45, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's,
Just, yeah.
it's not a big of a deal. I mean,
Hello,
it's nothing
Debs.
wrong with- I like that mathematic problem. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Seems reasonable.
I think that unfortunately I've gotten this whole conversation sidelined. I was just trying to point out the differences, which, like I said, were not as great as I had thought. So our the whole point of this conversation was to say who would win the war. And honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that the United States is going to win this war. I'm
No,
sorry.
they're going to lose. They're going to lose it. They're going to lose it just as we lost the war in Iraq and Afghanistan and every other
Yeah,
fucking.
but the
Middle
I
reason
wouldn't say
for
the.
Trump
I
going
wouldn't
in
say
there
the U.S.
is
lost
based on
Iraq.
one of those reasons already.
We're lost, dude.
Dude, take out their
we're
nuclear.
spending-
It wasn't really,
spending
it
$1
wasn't
billion
really lost, but it was a big. The last one was a big blunder.
You know what? Okay, here's what I'm going to say. I lived through the first round of this shit in the early 2000s when I was like 18. Okay.
Do you remember the 91 Desert Storm?
At
Iraq?
least, I remember Desert Storm, but I at least remember that Bush at least attempted to sell this war to us. I mean, it really sucked. Like, at least he was arguing about aluminum tubes. I mean, what's he doing now? We have to fight for fucking the United States of Israel. Like, BB can suck a fucking dick. There's no evidence that he's actually been. He nor his family are ethnic Jews because he's fucking Polish. He's not. He's not. He became from Polish. He was Polish, and he was raised in fucking Philadelphia.
You do realize
BB is the biggest goddamn fucking. BB is the goddamn biggest welfare fucking leech in the world, and he just uses a victimhood complex of Jews were put in the fucking concentration camps, but guess what? Like, your family wasn't, and guess what?
Kelly,
like, the majority of those
Kelly.
fucking people are from Eastern fucking Europe. They were atheists. They were not fucking Jewish.
Telly.
Yeah.
The United
just-
States
I
has
just
always been pro-Israel.
I just want to say you sound very anti-Semitic right now.
I'm anti-Zionist. I have Jewish friends.
Dude, I'm just fucking with you because if you remember, I was saying the same shit you were saying a few years ago, and you called me anti-Semitic. So I had to rub it in.
You know what? Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, can we clarify this here, Brett? Until
You know I'm
October
not
7th,
anti-Semitic, so it's fine.
I'll give you that.
I got to poke a little bit of fun and have a little laugh.
I will. Can I say this to you, Brett? I used to believe in the talking points, like two-state solutions and all that kind of shit, right? Like, I really did.
Not gonna work.
Every one of them was turned down.
Brett, I agree with you. I actually agree with you. And, like, once October 7th happened, it's just not going to happen. Like,
No,
you know what?
it's not gonna work.
It's not going to work. And I've always believed in
hiding in caves right now.
Okay. Okay. How many fucking ethnic Jews are there in the world there, Tommy Temper?
How the hell do I know?
Ethnic, not many.
How many?
Wait, ethnic or practicing? I'm sorry. I spoke a bit too soon there. Ethnic or practicing? What?
Ethnic.
I don't know.
Oh,
There's
that's
probably
a
a lot
whole
of
other
them in
ball.
States and Canada. They're all over the place.
How many do you think they are?
Yeah, ethnic is way different.
Probably
That's
about 50
Ethnic.
million.
Okay. So when you look at Genesis 15, which they use in the Torah,
yeah, that's a good question.
It's about 16 million. Okay.
I was gonna
How
guess
many-
15, so I wasn't.
Yeah,
too
it's
far
not that
off.
many.
No.
How many of them? How many of them live in Israel?
About 5
Israel's
million?
population is what 6-7 million, 9
Yeah,
million.
it's about 8 million. Yeah. You know what the
So-
other
so
half?
according
You know
to
the other half. You know the other half live.
15.8 million
Mhm.
Jews worldwide, encompassing both ethnic and practicing individuals.
And you know where the other half live?
Thank you.
The United
The
States.
big-
They're
Yeah,
American
yeah.
citizens.
Probably
Live in
most
New
of
York.
them in
The U.S.
Live in New York.
New
Yeah.
York. Yeah.
Probably some.
Seattle.
Between Fort
Seattle,
Lauderdale, between
San
Fort
Francisco.
Lauderdale and New York.
Shalom.
So you're telling me that whole little strip is not big enough for fucking 8 million people. We pack fucking 12 million people on Manhattan Island.
Oh yeah, it's big enough. They can't see eye to eye because of the religious stance.
Look
And
at
you know
Florida.
No,
It's got
the
25 million,
political-
and
the
it's small.
political religious stance. It's what I'm meaning.
And you know what? And
No,
it says, and what does Genesis 15 say? It goes from
Okay,
the
hold on.
Euphrates, which is Iraq,
Iraq.
to Egypt, to the Nile.
Yeah. What is it? Syria?
And that's
so-
8 million people need that much fucking land.
No, and they know that, but both sides know it.
No,
And we
it's,
have
They,
there's a
they want the
Practicing
control.
Jewish
They
in
want the
Canada is
control.
335,000.
They want the control is what it is.
BB is the greatest fucking welfare leech known to fucking human history.
there's
Hey, why does
it's
this
not.
Thrown in,
Go ahead.
my opinion, I
I
think he
was
needs
just
to be
gonna
thrown
say
in a
it's-
fucking. I think Poland needs to reopen Auschwitz and throw his ass in a fucking Zyklon beach shower. That's my fucking
Okay, well,
opinion.
calm down. That's we can't do that, Dilly. As much as
What?
we would like to, I get your sentiment. I totally understand, but
He's committing a
So, like,
genocide. I don't
there's-
really care.
The CIA is going to be
I,
knocking
no,
on your
I
door.
get it. But there's something really important to understand, and you will hear this.
Yeah,
from
he's too
religious
busy.
practice-
They won't knock on his door. Sorry.
You'll hear this from religious practicing Jews, where they're very adamant that Jews were exiled because they didn't listen to heed the word of God.
Sure.
Yahweh.
I know that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
So by
Yeah, but that was before the
Judaism-
war. The
By
German war.
Judaism, sure, I can talk about that too. By Judaism, though, Zionism and Israel are forbidden. They're forbidden.
Sure. Yeah.
Like you hear Jewish rabbis say that, like the Zionism goes against Judaism. Israel, they're forbidden a Jewish state. So
Right.
to
That's-
think that
That's why they have that's why they have the history.
think that
the
the-
issue of the Wailing Wall.
to
The
think
Wailing
that the political entity of Zionism, sponsored by the Rothschilds, that's currently ethnically cleansing the birthplace of Christianity, Palestine, is somehow some kind of religious affiliated thing with Jews is completely detached from reality. They're
Yeah, I
literally
thought-
using
I talked
using
about the
Jews
Rothschilds.
and they're hiding behind Jews. And just interesting fun fact, side note, Epstein, a lot of people talk about Epstein saying he was Mossad in Israel and all that stuff. And not that I really want to believe, PDF liars, but Epstein did say that he represented the Rothschilds and that there was a number of introductions that were made through Epstein because of his Rothschild affiliation and representation. And the Rothschilds were mentioned in the Epstein files a number of times. And again, the Rothschilds they openly admit they're responsible for putting Israel on a map. And it's just interesting how
You missed
nobody
the
talks
beginning.
about that, touches on that.
You missed
Okay,
the beginning
okay.
when we're talking about the Rothschilds and ruling the world and what we're setting up for.
No, but the Rothschilds
we need to
also
get-
did.
we need to get
Hold
rid-
on, let me
we need to get rid of
let me just finish my point. Let me finish
We
my
need-
point. It's very interesting how the Rothschilds are all over the Epstein, the all kinds, the Israel, the everything, and at the same time, the countries that keep seeming to be being invaded and bombed are lacking Rothschild central banks. It's really funny how that
Well,
works.
It's bigger. It's bigger than the sex trade. It's bigger
the
than sex
German-
trade that they're talking. It's much bigger. We're just
Okay,
scratching
but
the surface.
the Nazis were also funded by the Rothschilds, just like both sides of
The
every
whole
war
world.
for the last 20 years.
The sun never set on the British Empire.
And why does Canada-
it fucking did. What the fuck you talking about?
No,
It
I would
hasn't-
counter
the
that,
Rothschilds-
Carrie.
The Rothschilds
Hold
are
on,
British.
hold on, Tilly. I would counter that, Carrie, to say that the sun never set on the Nazi Empire, because the same people that funded the Nazis, armed the Nazis, backed the Nazis to get them to Palestine with wealth and arms, the people that turned the Germans into Nazis, those exact same identical group of people are currently turning my fellow North American citizens into Nazis. I'm watching it happen right before my very eyes.
You're right to that extent. That's what I'm trying to say. Who do we want to steer the world? Do we want the Nazis? We want the Rothschilds? We want the WEF? Who do we want to steer
I know.
the world's
I
the
saw
world's
Elon Musk
fashion,
doing the Heil
That's
Hitler
what we
thing.
had to look. That's what we had to look for, not just who's doing this now? We need to get rid of this crap, and steer it right.
And the only way is for Canada to trade one of the Northwest passages for the U.S. Virgin Islands to take the Epstein files and blackmail Trump and Clinton. That's the best way. They'll be rich.
We also have a president in the United States
Well,
that has a party that the Wagner group had in the 1930s in Germany, that could not get rid of a party that eventually took over the party, and very much like we have a president, which quote unquote a dictator, that is an expansionist leader.
But he's a soft dictator, man. He's a soft dictator. I'm joking.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
No, he's
by any means. No, by any means, he's not.
I'm joking, man. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
Trump is guiding the world. Right now, he's guiding the world. It's a big job. And I
He's
don't
got the
agree
Panama
with
Canal coming
that. I
back.
don't agree with everything.
He's ready to get the Drake passage from Argentina. That's why he gave him $20 billion. So then once they default on their loan,
there's a lot of things that's going to happen we ain't going to like. There's a lot of things we don't like.
Why can't we have healthcare and daycare and all that, but we can just write a fucking check to some foreign country that bankrupt themselves?
Yeah, that's kind of stupid,
I thought that was America first, wasn't it? Wasn't it America first?
If you want socialist,
that's right. Telescope.
Medicare,
Well,
you have to vote for
it. If you want socialism, just come up to Canada. They'll give you MAID before they give
That's
you.
right. You can have all the socialism you want.
No, I'll go to fucking Finland before I fucking.
I'm close there. Washington and California.
Carrie.
If they determine that you cost too much to treat, they will not divert the resources to you in our socialized healthcare system. They will give it to an illegal immigrant before us and offer us
which
MAID.
is like euthanism.
I mean, Toronto is only like
euthanasia.
6.5 hours away. I mean, Toronto's only
It's euthanasia. It's euthanasia for
I'm
Canadians.
West Canada. I like West Canada better. By Washington State and California's not either. Up to 5.
I'm in Alberta.
We have.
Well, yeah, it's too cold for me.
I keep hearing my name.
Can I ask Carrie a question?
We have that here. It's called the Gilded Age.
Okay, tell it. I'd like to ask Carrie a question, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
When Netanyahu comes and visits Trump, did you see the pictures of like Trump pulling out his chair for him and like he does his laundry for Netanyahu? And are you aware of the supreme ridiculous amount of funding that AIPAC uses to buy American candidates? So my question is, do you, if you factor in
like that?
It's not AIPAC, it's
I
AIPAC.
understand all this is going on behind the scenes, and a lot of rumors.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish my question. So if you factor in all the AIPAC bot clients who Trump pulled chairs out for, and the fact that Miriam Adelson, how many hundreds of millions that she's given Trump and the Adelson family has given Trump, how can you honestly say that Trump is the one running things and not his biggest donors and the people that he pulls chairs out for?
We all know that the office of president is a puppet head. We all know that. I mean, we've learned that our whole lives. They're a puppet.
They all work within the system.
They're working for the elites. Yeah, every one of them. That's what I'm saying. But who would you rather have do it? Kamala Harris or Trump?
You have to admit that Trump does his own thing. He does his own thing. He listens to the people, but he directs. Compared to Biden. Biden was just a mouthpiece and didn't do a damn thing.
I'm not saying Trump.
I'm
not saying Trump's a puppet. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that up until now, all we've had was puppets
for running the country.
Now, Trump
Jimmy Carter wasn't a puppet. Jimmy Carter wasn't a puppet, but that was so long ago.
Jimmy Carter was
I would agree with that. Jimmy Carter wasn't a puppet. That's why he was only a one term. They realized they couldn't control him.
That's a
he
good
was
point.
Questioning too much.
Yeah, Biden was a puppet.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
was definitely.
okay,
And,
Jimmy
and
Carter.
we know who stood behind him.
Okay,
We knew
Jimmy
who,
Carter.
We knew
Okay,
who controlled it.
He was the
Carrie.
mouthpiece for the Democrat Party. That's about
Okay,
it.
okay.
But
Jimmy
ahead.
Carter had to sell his peanut farm. Okay, you know how much wealth that Donald Trump has
Billy
gained
Bud.
in this last year?
Billy Beer.
About $3.2 billion.
Hey, Telescope, you forgot. Also, Jimmy Carter built houses for the poor, so yeah, he had to go work too.
Yeah,
As a
Yeah, he did.
contractor.
No, I love Jimmy Carter. Like I think
Yeah.
he's fantastic.
Navy SEAL also.
yeah.
He was
Well,
he was given a bad fucking hand after that administration. I mean, that was.
After Nixon,
mean,
and Ford,
that-
yep.
that-
He
that-
was-
I mean,
you mess up a couple of deals and you go down. That's,
Okay, you know what?
that was Jimmy Carter.
The
Well, the
last
same thing.
Republican,
For the Panama Canal, he didn't mess up. He didn't finalize the deal. That was Bill Clinton in '99. That's who
Yeah.
really sold the Panama
couldn't
Canal.
fuck it up. Couldn't fuck it up.
I'm not
The only-
sure I
the only
entirely
Republican-
agree with that.
The only
Just on
the-
a couple levels where when they realize they can't control you and you're going to actually do your job and represent the people, they will do you like JFK and take you out, or
right.
do you like Nixon when Nixon said like I'm for the American people, not for Israel, and they realize they're like, oh, he doesn't have our interests in mind. He has the American people's interests in mind.
Get rid of
And
him.
all of a sudden Watergate happened, right? So they've been keeping people, and this is the same and holds true for Trump.
We are being played.
Hold on. This is the same
It's a
that
big
holds
game.
true for Trump and Obama and Bush and Clinton and all of them. You fall in line and
Not
do
Jimmy
what
Carter.
they say, or you are removed. Like Carter got off lucky. He only got one term and out. He wasn't assassinated
Anywhere in the world.
he-
You gotta
he-
go to the
he-
party line.
He
If you don't
escaped it.
go to the
I
party
think he
line,
messed
you're
up
out.
just to get out of there.
He was the last honest president. Jimmy Carter was the last honest president. He was too good to be president, actually. Too honest to be president.
Yeah, I agree with that.
okay, all right. So I would say my favorite president of all time is FDR. I'm an FDR guy. Has his faults,
Dude.
absolutely. He did have
Yeah, what's his fault?
concentration
Anytime
camps.
about the communists.
Concentration camps of the Japanese. I mean, no, but I think he was good. The last
made
He was, right with,
Republican.
he was right along with Hitler all the way until he had to enter it. He
What
was
about
right
Nixon?
along
Telescope?
with Hitler.
Okay, the last
There is-
Republican I liked was Ike, and even
Yeah,
when he
Ike was-
stepped down, he said, "The thing you need to fear is the military-industrial complex."
Yeah.
And that's what the
Nice.
United States has been dealing with for the last since he's left office.
Yeah,
It's never ending
Eisenhower,
wars.
right. You're right.
I know I'm right.
My favorite thing about FDR is
Okay.
the quote that I use a little. I use it often, where FDR announced that like presidents are selected, not elected.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a former
I
U.S.
mean-
president saying that. It's
I mean, he was so
Important.
good they elected him. It was so good they elected him 4 times.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why Kerry has a fucking Social Security check. I mean,
Well,
and some
thank you.
healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, presidents
Yeah.
don't just pop up from nowhere. They're groomed on their way up.
Obama could have done it, but he could have did more, but he didn't. He sold out
Yeah.
and made
What about
Romney care.
Trump, though. Trump is like he's an aberration
piece
to
of
that
shit.
thought, Brett.
He's a
because
piece of shit.
He like came out
Yeah,
of nowhere.
I don't believe. I don't want to.
He's
Okay,
like completely
okay,
different than what
Okay,
the-
Tommy Temper. Tommy Temper. If you love him so much, I will trade you my citizenship for yours, and I'll live in Alberta. Like I'll live in
Yeah, but you're gonna
Oh, so
start
you use
Alberta,
Canada. Oh, so you
You're
use
No
Canada.
deal. No deal.
Victoria.
richest
You
country
have to live in
on the
Quebec.
planet Earth. If we
No,
said
no, no, no.
spicy.
Well,
Oh, so you use Canada.
Yeah,
Victoria. The rain shadows.
I'll
You have to talk
Nice
about
and
Florida.
dry.
Columbia,
I will
And,
trade
and
you.
warm.
buy a place
You
in Vancouver.
can live in Maryland. You're about 2 hours away from Pittsburgh, 4 hours away from Philadelphia. About I don't know, like 2.5 hours from Washington D.C. I'll trade you 100%.
I'm
Say
actually
I
good
have-
with this exchange.
I have a
No.
daughter, great
Not
granddaughter, great grandkids in Nova Scotia.
I'll
So
stick-
you
I'll-
know,
Look at.
I
I'll
have my
stick to
ties.
Sylvan
I have my
Lake,
ties to Canada.
right next door to Queenie.
That's all too cold, man. It's got to be also used dry and warm.
That gets better. Then now I got to sell tickets. If you exchange and Telescope lives next to Queenie, like, come on. Now I really want it to happen. This just gets better, man.
Mhm.
I'll give you my home.
Exactly.
You can live in my
You
house.
sure you want to live
Wow.
next door to Queenie? Telescope,
I'll
are you
trade you.
sure?
I'll trade it all. If you love Trump that much, I'll trade you.
Queenie's just a bunch of Eritrean kids fighting a civil war on Canadian soil right now, from my understanding. So, I mean,
Save the
yeah,
children.
fuck, set up the fucking live stream.
I'll
Save
trade
the
you.
children.
I'll do. Listen, I'll trade you. I'll trade
no.
you citizenship.
Look at. There's some things that Trump does that I
No.
agree with, like his tariff,
Wh-
his
which one?
business of tariffs.
No, it
Like,
didn't work.
I thought
It
that
didn't
was
work.
a great idea.
No,
It
it
didn't
will
work.
if it's
It didn't
currency
work. It
exchange
didn't work.
fees with Mexico.
Telly, let
Not-
Tommy
not
talk.
tariffs.
Let Tommy talk.
Tariffs will not work.
Mm.
Currency exchange fees, yes. With Mexican cartels, yes. And rip up the drug
Yeah,
tunnels,
no,
yes.
like
I
I
think
thought
that-
that the tariff thing
Guys,
was a
let
good
Tommy
idea
talk. He
even
wants to say
before
something.
Trump came up with the tariffs, because Canada is being unfairly treated by places like China as well. Because it's just look at the amount that you're paying your workers in the country, okay? And you can't have free trade with countries that pay their workers like $1 an hour, and you're paying your workers $20 an hour. It's unfair. So you have to put up tariffs to make trade a little more equal. Like
Why
that's
can't it be
what Trump
currency
said.
exchange fee?
Okay,
Instead-
okay, Tommy. I'm actually going to agree with you, and I'm going to disagree at the same time. So yes, I live in Appalachia.
Appalachia.
Appalachia. It's Appalachia.
I'm in California and
Are you
Washington State.
are
so
you a hillbilly?
California. Fornication.
No.
California, yes, California and Washington State.
It's
We feel
it's
sorry for you.
some people say when they read it, they say Appalachia. I'm very aware of that.
Appalachia.
But it's Appalachia, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So,
Appalachia.
so what
That's true.
happens is
I'm
we have.
Appalachian.
I grew up in a steel, like the top part of Appalachia is more steel industry. So like once you
Steel
go
industry.
further north to like Pittsburgh and stuff. So Pittsburgh's only
working-
like 2 hours away. From me.
Working people territory.
Yeah.
Harrisburg up through there.
Redneck.
Yeah. It's that's all steel industry.
collar.
Yeah.
Blue collar.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
along the river.
Yeah.
How about Erie?
the three rivers actually?
Yeah, Three Rivers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, what
Sorry,
happens
River.
with that is, I'm fine with certain tariffs, right? Like we do a steel tariff, right? So, like we have a tariff coming from Canada for steel, and we have an industry here that's like a unit industry and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because
Because we bring in that cheap Chinese steel, and then we
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
it to you guys.
Exactly, and we
They
have an
tariffs
industry
like
here.
Canadian
I'm
steel.
fine with those kind of tariffs. Okay, I'm not fine with blanketed tariffs. So like the president gets a hair up his ass and goes, "Well, they're getting 100% tariff today." I'm like, for what? Like it doesn't make any logical sense.
It's
Like-
it's like a
Oh, yeah.
scare tactic. It's like a
Right.
scare tactics.
I
Exactly.
agree with that.
And you're going,
It's a
well,
little bit
I guess
overboard,
we're not
but
going to buy your
fair.
fucking, like we might be the third biggest user of
what
Jack
happens,
Daniel's
what-
whiskey.
What happens, Telescope? They turn around and they say, "Well, okay, we'll agree with you." They come to terms. You make it high, and they bring it down. That's part of the deal.
No, it's not part of it.
Yeah.
No,
It
I'm
is
arguing.
part
If
of
I'm
you're going to
arguing.
negotiate a
bargaining.
deal,
That's
start
that's
high.
bargaining,
until you work it
No.
down to a point where
No.
you're
where it's
negotiating.
acceptable.
I'm arguing is you don't do blanketed deals. You do like okay, like we have this
Well, that's
industry.
the way
like,
business operates, you know.
we want to use American steel.
Businessmen understand that.
No, we want to use American steel to build a fucking car.
There's something being
and-
overlooked.
Correct. Yeah,
There's
same
something
thing
being
with
overlooked that
aluminum,
needs to be
same
said.
thing with copper, different metals. If you can produce those
Aluminum.
within your own country, fine. But if you can't,
man.
and you need to source them from outside your country, you don't want to tariff them high, obviously.
When you're entering into mutual trade deals with mutual trading partners, you don't weaponize tariffs and you don't weaponize and conduct trade wars against your so-called partners. You are literally not only making it more difficult on your country because you're alienating your allies, but you're also making it more expensive on your own citizens. And like neither one is beneficial. Like if you're trying to piss off your citizens, I guess go ahead, but not really the brightest move when you're trying to have alliances around the world and have friends have your back, especially if you're about to go create a whole bunch of shit in the Middle East. So I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, no, it's not as beneficial. Like I understand some of the things like what Tommy was talking about, where you're, you know, if you have a free trade deal with, you know, we lost a lot of our auto manufacturing, both in Canada and the United States, all in Mexico when NAFTA happened, because they can pay like slave labor wages there and
Absolutely.
don't have to pay the middle class paying wages that they would have to in the US or Canada. That's why I can't get an alternator from here. My alternators come from Mexico now. Like you're taking advantage of the slave labor, and it's not, you know, it's
And
not to sound like a cliche.
Corporations,
not to sound like a cliche, but it's not to sound like a cliche, but it's like it's the billionaire oligarchs that are like reducing the wages, creating the migrants, like all of that stuff. Like we're kind of fighting the wrong wars against the wrong people.
Okay,
if you know what I mean.
okay. Brett,
I want to.
let me. I want to interject. I want to interject for 2 seconds.
No.
Brett, before I lose this thought. So, Brett, there's something that Western civilization has got, and definitely North America, besides Mexico and stuff. So we can just keep them out of it. We're just going to keep the brothers and sisters of Canada and the United States. We got the greatest trade deal of all time. That we did
According
not
to Donald
have,
Trump when he negotiated it.
no, which
You
time?
guys can negotiate the great.
You're talking about the NAFTA deal in '94.
Everything free trade.
No. Let me finish my
We're
statement.
going to
I
tariff
want-
you 15%.
I want to finish my statement. Okay.
10% is okay, not 15, man. That's too much.
Okay,
It should be a
we-
currency exchange fee. But go ahead.
Okay. We got the greatest trade deal of all time because we didn't have to produce anything. All we had to do was practically consume, right? Like, what do American farmers have to do? Like, I don't know, sell some soy to, like, I don't know, China. And what you guys have to do is cut down some timber and just ship to the United States. Not that much, really. We got to buy and consume. And we got to have like really good environmental policies on top of that. So, like, when we go into these trade wars and all this, we're going to have to go nitty gritty, but we're becoming more isolationists. While the rest of the world is being more expansionist on their own policies.
But Telescope, if that was true, why doesn't BRICS join together faster and make their own currency? Think about that, man.
Who?
BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Why don't they join together and make their own currency? Call it BRICS.
They probably might because the American dollar is losing its value.
They already are.
Yeah. I mean, look at silver. Everyone was all about silver there for a week, right?
That's all part of their plan, too.
Next up, Cora wanted to speak. Cora wanted to say something. Go
No
ahead,
one's
Cora.
buying war bonds.
No.
No one's buying war bonds. No one's buying war bonds anymore, which is a big contributor into the world global finance community.
That's a good point, Tusman.
And then you also have gold and silver are plummeting right now, just like crypto is. So I mean, it's all
I don't
going
think you
downhill.
understand the
Yeah,
market
they
when
were
it comes
pumped
to
up so
commodities,
high
gold,
that
silver,
going
and
into
crypto.
a correction. Come on.
No, you have a trade-off actually. Usually with war bonds versus so like one way
Yeah,
that
but
the
look,
United
the price
States
of
made
oil.
money
Price of
is-
oil is really going up.
Yeah, it's all geared to take down that American corporation. The
I'm sorry,
US
guys.
corporation.
Look at, dude,
Cora,
silver has increased
Cora,
by almost
Martin, say
300%
Is
over
it
the
my
Cora,
last
turn
Shannon.
few
now?
years. Nothing
Is
else
it my
has.
turn now?
Okay.
The
hang
idea
on.
that,
Cora.
that inflation is changing
Cora,
any of this,
speak.
like,
Hang
that
on.
doesn't make
talk,
sense.
Cora. Just talk.
I
Don't be
put my
quiet.
hand up.
There you go.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll shut up. So like, go ahead.
Okay.
I just wanted
so-
to finish my statement. That's all I wanted to say.
The whole point that I was trying to make is that we are trying to fight somebody on the other side of the world, and they're very aligned people. They're very aligned in what they believe, what they know, how they do business, and we are not aligned in the Western world. I mean, I realize we're all connected through world trade and all of that, but I think we're about to find out how quickly international trade can be disrupted and how it's going to affect all of us. Like, I mean, everything here in Canada is already so expensive. I don't like it's way more expensive as opposed to you guys in the States right now, right? Like, I actually think that, I mean, they're not just working towards it, they've actively been skimming, like going around US sanctions for quite some time, using gold, silver, or trading with other countries. So, I mean, I don't know, like, and I mean, there's China, India, China and India, Canada wants to start dealing with now. I just don't see how this is going to go in Canada or the US's favor.
It's not going to.
It's not going to, because we don't have,
honestly-
because they're trying to take away the US hegemony on the currency.
No.
right?
No. Okay, so here's my argument: is this is partially a reason why we're not going to
Wait,
win the
I
war.
thought you agreed.
I actually do agree with you, and I'm going to expand on it more. The reason why is we live in an oligarchical system in the United States that's built technically right now is the only thing that's keeping our stock market afloat is from the technocrats, with AI and all that kind of stuff, right?
Which nobody wants.
No, but it's going to deflate. We're already living in a recession in the United States. No one's talking about
as
it.
we are in Canada.
We're going to a second depression.
I got breaking
Like,
news.
period.
Yeah.
The
We're being
U.S.
beat
is,
to a pulp.
Canada is. There's okay. Hold on. So
Watch what happens to the
you
banks.
guys want to
Chase.
talk about China and India and Canada and the U.S. and all that right now.
China won.
There's-
Well,
Dude.
specifically BRICS.
Well,
Sometimes.
China doesn't have to, like, literally, China doesn't have to do anything because Israel is dragging the U.S. into these forever wars. I'm watching your guys' munitions being depleted, bombing literally freaking nothing. Like, it's
That's
there.
also-
If the war or the operations, in Iran are being measured in dollars, Iran is winning massively. Like, they are not having anywhere near the expenditure. I'm not talking about like bombed infrastructure. I'm talking about like ammunition deployment. Iran is winning.
Right.
The cost of the ammunition is crazy. But
Right.
that-
Did
to
you-
China, hold on.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
brought this
To
up. I brought
China,
this up
You
I
know,
hours
just want to
ago.
talk to China and India for a minute, please. So with China, India, and Canada and the US, I think there's like a realization that the US petrodollar is declining and the empire is going downhill. And I think Canada, I just hold on, I'm not like any kind of fan of Carney or anything, but I think Canada is positioning ourselves with aligning with, not maybe aligning necessarily,
China.
but making partnerships or trade partners with some of the emerging superpowers in the world, with China and India. And it's like, it's been in our newspapers that like India wants to take us like 60 million immigrants. And it's like, holy fuck, like we have 41 million people. Go fuck off with that shit. Like, but that said,
I never
we're
thought I'd
still,
hear you say that, Brett.
we're still making partnerships. We're still making partnerships with emerging. We're still making partnerships with emerging world superpowers, whereas, as Telescope said, the U.S. is becoming much more isolationist, and the U.S. empire keeps falling and falling and falling, and it's going to keep falling as long as Israel keeps dragging into these forever wars in the Middle East that is costing billions, trillions of dollars.
Okay,
it's not. It's actually smart on behalf of Canada to be making these trade deals, partnerships. I'm not, like Tommy said, like it's not fair. You could pay a slave wage to $1 an hour compared to 20 and take advantage of that. The globalist corporation oligarchs and stuff, like they shouldn't be able to exploit that. But it is a smart idea to open up those avenues of trade with those countries even more if they can.
Actually,
so Canada should be the second seat in BRICS,
because Trump is putting up those trade barriers and saying, you know what, we want the companies that have set up shop over in China to come back to the States, because the only reason that you're operating over in China is because you can take advantage of the $1 an hour employee.
They're not coming back.
You know what? You're going to put up trade barriers, increased tariffs if you want to be operating over there. So you better bring your company back to the States.
Tommy, they're not coming back.
I have breaking news if you want.
They are coming back.
No,
they're not, Tommy. I agree with Telescope. They're not. We're in the U.S. now.
Because even where you had like Dodge with factories in Canada, they're going, no, we're not going to be producing our products in Canada anymore. We're just moving right to the States.
They're not coming back, Tommy. I want you to just be
They are.
open and honest here.
I agree with Telescope.
I agree with Brett's speech right now. It's the actual truth. If I was a leader of fucking Canada, the Prime Minister of Canada, whatever you have, I would be opening trade routes with fucking China, being like, I can't depend on my ally from the South.
So,
you know what?
Daddy's money is coming.
Yeah, but only because he doesn't have the balls to go down and negotiate with Trump.
There's
and
no
negotiation
negotiation.
already made. There's the NAFTA deal. So he's going, no, NAFTA's already in place. I don't have to work any kind of a deal. But the trade deal is going to expire. Then what's going to happen?
Just put it out there, Cora.
Get that big daddy money.
Here's the thing. Okay, fine. Trade deal is something else. Okay, a trade deal is a trade deal. We're gonna fucking exchange goods. Fuck, whatever. I don't care. But when you have a trade deal that includes security forces, like security deals, like we're literally part of that China deal was that we are going to work with China on security, which means Chinese intelligence, which means Canada and China working together on intelligence. The other thing that happened in the last couple of weeks is that the Canadian armed forces have opened up admission to the Canadian military from foreign powers. So you could be in Iran, you could be in China, you could be in Russia, and if you have the skills that the Canadian Army determines that they're looking for, then you can get into the Canadian Army. And furthermore, to this point, we've already had so much choice, so many problems with China interfering in our elections that we have Chinese police stations. I mean, For me,
Yeah.
as a Canadian citizen who doesn't want to be a Chinese, I don't want to learn Mandarin, is all I'm saying.
They're trying to
need
get to the
to
French Foreign
know that.
Legion. They're trying to be like the old French Foreign Legion. Bring it all together.
Carrie, we
Yeah.
don't live in
They
we don't live in
Chinese
1960
military,
anymore.
they've come out
Wait,
and
wait.
said
Do what?
we need foreigners to join up in our military. Oh,
We don't-
China-
we don't live-
I didn't say we still had that. I said
that'll be who will be our
Canada's
soldiers.
trying to, form something like that.
I have breaking news.
Go ahead.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Okay, let's hear it.
3 Iranian drones just hit within the last 10 minutes a hospital and a convalescent home in Beirut. Multiple casualties reported, etc., etc.
So did you say
Beirut?
Iran?
Iran.
Where's Beirut?
It's been Israel conducting operations and bombing runs in Lebanon. And as we see in the past few years, it's Israel that bombs hospitals, not Iran. So the Westerners are being a bunch.
I am
and a
just
bunch of
telling
bullshit
you
again.
what I just read and what I just saw.
Yeah,
I'm
hey,
saying
I'm not
it's
shooting
all
your messenger,
about-
man. I'm contradicting the message. That's all.
It's all about the Israel fucking expansion. That's what it's about, dude. Like,
Yep,
they are.
1000%.
It's not about just the Gaza Strip. They already sold that to Trump to build a fucking golf course and a fucking hotel. I'm not even fucking joking. It's not even
No,
lie.
I understand. I'm just
Rooftop golf, man, on top of the hotel. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's free Palestine. Everything's free.
You know, they're going to the Euphrates to the fucking goddamn Nile for 8 million fucking ethnic Jews. That's what they're doing.
Pretty soon you're going to
It's
see
it's a fucking genocide.
pretty sure
It's ethnic
pretty
cleansing,
sure
actually.
Yeah.
that you're going to see a push for settlers now. Settlers were bad, I thought, but pretty soon they're going to be looking for people to settle it so that they can, do the
there's
typical
more
shit.
There's more Christians in those quote unquote Muslim countries than there are in fucking Israel. They don't tell you that in TV.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
There are more Christians in those Muslim countries than there are in Israel.
Yeah.
There's only like 188,000 Christians or something in Israel. There's not that many of them. I think there's double the amount in Qatar.
It's because they're moving here to try to change the U.S.
I had
The Muslims are.
Tommy put it up.
What do you
on the
What do you
screen.
mean they're trying to move? What do you mean they're trying to move here to change the U.S.? They're Christians.
Everybody's trying to move here.
No one's trying to.
We're
They're
not.
everywhere. But they're being
They're
oppressed
not.
in
The Muslims are moving here.
You know what my opinion is?
Okay.
I look at the Trump administration. I'm like, if you give me 20 grand, I'll like self deport myself to like fucking Finland or Scandinavia.
Yeah, guess
They'll pay
what?
you to go there, don't they?
Guess what? Wait a minute. Guess what happened whenever Rosie fucking O'Donnell deported herself?
Uh-huh.
She came right to fuck
Yeah.
back.
I ain't coming back, dude. I'll go to Finland 100%. I'll be fine in Helsinki.
So
Yeah, she's on her way back.
not only
Yeah, right.
hold on,
I'm
not
sorry.
only is
It's not always the
Not
case,
only-
but usually they do come back.
Until winter sets in.
Oh no, I'm fine. Tommy, I live in the goddamn mountains of Appalachia. What the fuck you talking
Yeah, no.
about?
Telescope's more rural than you
Oh,
think.
the Appalachian Mountains. I've heard them.
No, Appalachian. I live in Appalachia, and they're called the Appalachian Mountains. So yes, but I live in. I'm very rural. Like
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know,
more
like,
rural than a
I'm-
lot of people think. I
I'm
know
like,
exactly where he lives. I've told him his address without him
Pretty
telling
much
me.
a hillbilly.
I
I
know
bet
where
you
he
pulled
lives.
that in Google Earth. Like I'm like 36. I'm like 30,000. I'm 30,000 feet above the fucking.
Holy shit. Takes forever for water to boil, I bet.
Yeah, it's fucking cold here, dude. The fucking talking about, dude. I live in Appalachia, man. Like, it's a cold fucking place. Like, when you drive up the mountains, your ears are gonna fucking pop.
I know.
and it gets colder
Over
towards
here.
the top.
I live really close to the mountains too.
So
I mean,
Great
I,
for
have,
skiing.
I go skiing.
There you
and
go. The
shit.
colder it gets.
I mean, I can go
just to
skiing.
get
and-
back to bring it back to the political discussion for a minute. Carrie was talking about, what do you say? Something about the Muslims want to move here. I think that was Carrie. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, they're coming here.
Yeah, honestly, they
They're trying to
don't.
take over.
No, that's what you're being told. That's the propaganda you're being sold, but that's not actually the truth in case. Because if you notice, before there was all these wars against Syria and Iraq and Libya and Somalia and like everywhere the US is going and invading and bombing and killing people, there wasn't the refugee problem. Now that the US goes in everywhere and bombs and displaces people all around the fucking Middle East, now all of a sudden there's a refugee problem. And that's what you're going to see out of this Iran war is a ton more refugees, especially with Iran not fucking around and targeting US bases in countries like Qatar and Bahrain and UAE and Jordan, like anybody that facilitates any American base or helps Americans in any way, they're considered the enemy. And your parents' tax dollars, your tax dollars are already getting obliterated out of there. And their decisive
Hundreds of
strike,
thousands of Iranians, the so-called
meant
Persian
business.
Iranians, have already left Iran, and a lot of them are living in Canada. Look at that big rally that they had in Toronto.
Can I finish talking, or
Literally
never tell me?
What
I'll let you.
What happened in
thousands
Toronto?
of Persians that went to that
Yeah.
rally.
So
Speaking
what's
of
going to
which, what happened
happen
to Toronto?
is
What did Canada do?
So what's going to happen is a bunch of more refugees are going to happen. And it's not like they want to be displaced from their homeland. They don't. If you ask a Palestinian, one of the biggest pieces of protest they have is right of return. They want to go home. They are not allowed because they are being ethnically cleansed. So when people, especially the MAGA people, say to the Palestinians, go home, Palestinians are like, yeah, that's what we want, dummies. Like, thank you for your help and support, because that's literally what we want, is to go home. And they're not allowed because Israel is ethnically cleansing Palestine, which is the homeland and birthplace of Christianity, by the way. So there's a big issue and disconnect that's happening with a lot of the people in the West, where they're being told
that's not ethnic.
They're being told, hold on, hold on. They're being told propaganda that they're being invaded or you're being usurped. They're invading you through refugee and immigrant. And literally that's what the Zionists did to Palestine. The Zionists invaded Palestine through fake immigration and refugee status. Like literally, we turned boats away in Canada. I know you did in the US too, where we had Jews show up on our shores and our government turned them away because if Jews could show up in Canada and the US and live a great life, that didn't get them to Palestine to take it over to create Israel, which it is today. So there's a whole bigger picture going on.
Are you talking like World War I and II? Like we turned Jews away in World War I and
World War
II?
II, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
World War
Well,
II.
I don't know,
Why
but
didn't the
I
other
think
Middle
that
East
was a long time
I'm just saying,
ago.
we're being fed shit that's not accurate.
Why don't
going
other
on.
Middle Eastern countries take Muslim immigrants? Why don't they, Brett?
Brett,
They do.
Brett, can I actually
They
say
do.
something?
Have you?
Can I-
Let me answer Tommy's question.
Canada or the United States.
Let me answer Tommy's question. Yeah, I
Maybe
have
Turkey.
an answer to Tommy's question. So first of all, they
Oh, my
do.
question.
And you have, let me finish your answering question. They have massive amounts of refugees in Jordan. There were massive amounts of refugees in Syria. And what happens is you have refugees displaced from Iraq because of U.S. invasion and bombing. They get displaced to neighboring countries. The U.S. and Israel invade and bomb them. They get displaced again. They get displaced again. They get displaced again. Then they get told by U.S. government, I have this confirmed, the U.S. government is instructing them, go to Europe, go to North America. So they do. And then they get used for demonization purposes. And you have people like Kerry saying, we're under invasion from Muslims. And it's just not true. It's all a bunch of propaganda that people are being fed to turn people against
I
Muslims.
never said they were invading. I just said they're settling here. They're coming here.
So
I never
fucking
said
what?
They
they're
don't
not
walk to
invading
Turkey.
like our South, you know. That's the
You ever had
invasion.
Indian food? It's fucking. You ever had Middle Eastern food? Fucking fantastic. I love it.
But when they come in, they don't assimilate.
America is a melting pot. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
you're telling
Well,
me.
they won't assimilate.
They
That's
do
the problem.
assimilate. They do
Says who?
assimilate. They start businesses.
Yeah, they
yeah.
take over the
Foreigners
cities, elect
are
the
more
board,
likely to start
they hire
businesses
all the
in the United
police
States.
Hold on,
people.
Telescope. Carrie.
Carry.
Wait, Telescope.
No,
Hold on a
no.
second. I can land this point real quick.
And they take over the cities.
No,
Telescope.
They hire their
Shut
own
up for a
people.
second.
They
Give me a
elect their
second.
own.
No, hey, the
Carrie.
dude speaking is right about that, taking over cities. He is right.
Carrie
in
and
Minnesota.
Carrie and Tommy, both of you, I want to know, which indigenous language do you speak? Do you speak like Cree or Iroquois, or
Yeah,
do you wear
something like that.
mucklucks?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
do you wear
It's all over
mucklucks?
you.
No, I can
Why?
speak some Cree, and
I
my
speak
girlfriend is
the
Wow.
Métis.
forked tongue.
So
White man
I'm
speaks
just
the forked
saying.
tongue.
What's your point?
Yeah. What I'm saying
Yeah,
is
what's
if
the
people
point?
assimilated to the people that were already here, you would not speak English.
What is a melting pot?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
want
that's a
What's
good
a
point.
melting pot?
do you want to know the fucking history?
No. Tell
of,
me what a melting pot is.
Okay,
He didn't understand what you just said.
You want to
explain
get
to you.
all irate and tell me
Listen
how
here.
I
you
know what it
Uh,
is. Big beef.
Mosaic
Big beef.
or a melting pot? Mosaic. Canada is a mosaic, not a melting pot, because you
Do you
have
know what?
Indian,
it's a mural.
Muslim people. You've got the Italian people. You've got that's a mosaic. That's what Canada is.
Do you know-
We're
do you
not-
know-
They Tommy, they
We
all
were-
want to do.
we
They
were
all
a
want to do
melting
their
pot
own
probably
thing.
20 years
They
ago,
all want to
where
do
you
their
could
own
say,
thing too,
I'm a
right?
Canadian, but now
Do-
you're like a hyphenated Canadian from
Do you
some
know
other
the
country.
history? Okay. Do you know the history of the first Thanksgiving in the United States?
Oh my gosh!
Do you know the history?
There's
That's
of it?
another amazing
There's
story.
several
Right off
stories.
the,
That's
Every
BS.
communist needs to know this story.
Pilgrims.
Oh, yeah, the
pilgrims.
pilgrims came here and they didn't
We're
know
all,
what the fuck
we're
to
all
do.
still
So,
pilgrims.
so they befriended the indigenous people here.
Neighbors. Gave
Yeah,
them some blankets.
they made them
so-
think they were
This
rich.
this is way
And they all
before. This is
died.
way,
Hello.
this is way before then Tommy Tepper. They befriended them, and the person
Canada and the States have very different
who, yeah, I don't care.
relationships.
I'm
Okay,
going to tell
but-
you. I'm going to tell you the rules.
It's time.
We all,
I
we all
hope
have
you-
our thing-
I
we all have our
hope
Thanksgiving stories.
It's
The United
very
States
close
I
to
hope you
Canada.
Why does it
generalize
exist
that.
yet?
I hope you generalize that to yourself.
Okay,
I just
that's
did. None of it
wonderful.
matters.
That's wonderful.
It
You
has
didn't let me
nothing
finish
to
my
do with
damn
what he
story. So it happened in the northeastern, United States, which is very close to the Canadian border. So you're
Lower
not
Canada?
forgotten.
Lower
Oh my
Canada.
You're naughty audio when you got a split mouth.
Oh,
And
it must have been
Technically, it was
you
Massachusetts.
see a
England.
boot and story,
Massachusetts.
okay? We
It
got
was England,
okay?
not U.S.
The border.
Yep. It
Oh, you
wasn't
mean that?
US. Yeah, we weren't.
So
We
what
weren't
happens
thought
is
about that.
So you can
You
walk
had-
across to Canada.
So you had the
Back
one.
border.
I forget his name.
Yeah,
Um,
I blame the
but-
Puritans in the.
But
in the
they
book
had
for
they
that.
had the first Thanksgiving and they ate eel. It wasn't turkey or anything like that. And they had like a 50-year peace with one another.
Yeah, got
And then
drunk.
he eventually died, and it went to his sons. And then the white folk that came from Western
Colonizers.
The
was
colonists.
colonized.
Yeah, we'll call them the colonists. Yeah, I'll accept that term. They
Pretty
went to
modern
war.
term,
They decided to go to war with them. And it was a very big bloody battle. And actually, the natives actually won it until some natives turned on the natives and learned how to start shooting guns. Because like where they not
each other
is because they had like a 50 years. They had like a 50 years of peace with one another.
Yeah,
like,
they started fighting each other.
Yeah, they started fighting each other after the leader
So
died.
you skip the Thanksgiving.
That's the tactic. Red and blue
Yeah,
fight each other.
It was the first.
They get
It was the
people to
first.
fight each other.
The
That's not
first
the first.
Thanksgiving came. No, the first Thanksgiving came under that leader, and then they had like 50 years of peace, and they worked with one another, and then they turned on one another.
Okay, but the first Thanksgiving was essentially that the colony that existed there practiced communism type theology, ideology, and they were going to die, and so they were all starving to death in the winter. And the natives came and gave them food and helped them to live. And then the next spring, they get the leaders of that camp told the people that you get to eat what you plant. And all the people that you normally would have said were going out there, kids, grandmas, people who are broken bodied were out in the field planting crops, whereas before they would have considered it to be some kind of bad, how a terrible nation you are.
It was share alike, and they went down for it.
I mean,
That's right. The whole community was destroyed. That is the first Thanksgiving.
That's right.
But that didn't happen within a year. It happened within.
And there were several religious groups that went through Ohio, went through the same thing. They were all socialists, and they all went broken and died of starvation because they couldn't get along together. They wanted to take everything.
No, they didn't.
That's right.
What the no?
Yes, they did.
The white man wanted
The Moravians. The Moravian.
White people are not natives.
These aren't white. I mean, these are white people. Moravians. It was a religious group, like the Amish.
White people are not native to the United States.
I didn't say
they're
they
not
were
native to
I
fucking
did not
Canada.
say they were native. Never were.
You know what they are? They are legal fucking immigrants.
They were socialists.
White
Tell
people
that to the
are
Ojibwe,
legal
bro.
immigrants.
They were
Go look it up.
socialists.
Micmac, Blackfoot,
White people are legal immigrants.
Anishinaabe, the Ojibwe, that's bullcrap. There were white natives.
White people are legal immigrants.
Whatever, dude.
Illegal
No, it's
immigrants.
Deal with it, man.
conquering. It's
Original.
called
I could just roll through and name off 10 different tribes literally right now, but it wouldn't make any difference.
White people are not Native Americans.
They intermix
I'll
back
agree
then
with
like
you.
we
Dial
do.
it
With
back.
that,
You're
Dial it
trying
all
to make white people feel
Reel it
bad.
in, dial it back, like pump the brakes a
Ain't gonna
bit.
work.
Let me
I'll
tell you,
agree, we're not Native
they
American.
intermix. They intermix more back then than we do
White
now.
people are Caucasians are not Native Americans.
Okay, so I'll say something. White
that-
people are not Native Americans, but here in Canada, we've actually created a race of people. They're
Yeah.
Tell that to Chief Medigo Gichida.
They're what?
Is
I want to hear it.
existing with
Sorry.
the native
Tell that.
by the native population. So
Yeah.
we didn't have such a
No,
angry
they
like
would
you guys have
accept
like
white
it-
people.
no, can I
They would
finish? Can I
accept them.
speak?
No.
Oh,
I
say that
see.
again
Correct,
because
Kelly.
you broke up a little bit there, Cora.
Because in Canada, we have a population of people who are called Métis, and they are they come from the fur traders, which is what settled Canada. Settlers, settlers. The native population and English and French settlers work together, but the Métis are specific to the French colony in Canada and the Native America colony in Canada. And by us interbreeding, we've created a whole new recognized people who are called Métis. And so, I mean, we don't have we never had Indian wars in Canada like you guys did in the United States. We were part of the British Empire, which actually got rid of slavery before Canada was even formed as a country, because we were part of the British Empire still, whereas the Americans fought that. I don't think that you guys were wrong in fighting the British Empire. I hate the crown. I fucking hate the system of governance that I have. But I would just like to point out that not all of us can be put into the category of genocidal fucking people. Sorry, it doesn't work that way all the time.
My girlfriend,
but
if you were to
going
look
back
at her,
to
like
that-
she was on the other night. My girlfriend was on the other night. Tommy, you saw my girlfriend, you talked to her, etc. You look at her, she looks, white as fuck. And she's Métis. So
Shauna.
yeah.
We
To look at her,
literally
you
created
think she's white as fuck, but she's Métis, so
we literally
Cora's right.
created another race of people
Cora.
who we recognize. Yes, thank you for your acknowledgement of me being right, because I had to put that out there, because we're talking to our American friends who they don't always understand what is happening up here. So,
Well, yeah, but that's
Yeah,
not
we're a very different society.
Originally, you had people
We
that
have
were
Turtle
native,
Island up
and
there,
then
right? I mean, we
After
got
the
it.
fact, white people came over and then interbred with the natives.
Yeah.
To
I'm a
but
fucking-
you're not a
but it
a
wasn't.
pure breed
It wasn't
native at that point.
But it wasn't out of a fact of wanting to genocide them, I think was my point. Because
there
if we
was
wanted-
like we did here.
There
Yeah.
was a genocide. There was a genocide in the United States of the Native
in the
Americans.
United States. You keep that to yourselves. Like, I mean, I'm not saying we
Yes.
haven't had things in
Okay,
Canada
You don't
that
think
have
they
happened.
haven't?
Just-
You
Well,
don't
there
think
was
they
a
happened
lot.
in
There was
Canada?
a
Keep
lot
in
of
mind, I
these.
believe
Just
that
for the
if you're
clarification.
Métis in Canada, that you have certain rights
There
over and
there
above.
was Indian wars,
all
in
right.
the eastern part of Canada.
Just for clarification, it
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure the idea of breeding them out or like breeding the native out of the native by mating with them type deal thing was really like all that good intention. Now, I'm not saying that there weren't people that fell in love and, etc. Like, I'm a hopeless romantic, or I'd like to think I am. So I'm not debating that, but I'm not sure it was all like rainbows and lollipops and unicorns. Just saying.
Well,
No,
I
it
mean,
wasn't. It
Okay,
wasn't.
I just joined panel and I need to integrate here because I don't want misinformation being brought around that this, I've been listening to this. I've been listening to this chick talk and she's not fucking Métis. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That is not what Métis is. So quit misinforming people that we made a different race. Métis is made because the women line of the fucking natives, when the settlers came in, decided to go outside our nations, or tribes as they call them in the States, and make children, and they lost their fucking lineage that way through the women. That's why there's Métis. Do not come on here and misinform
come on here.
people. Thank you.
I'm not misinforming people. I know far more about this whole native thing than what you do. It's like not even close in comparison. There's an app called Sacred Records. You can pull it up. It shows the history of the native people, the very specific ones you're speaking of, and all the natives around them. That goes back for more than 2,000 years. You could actually sit down and read. It's more than 50 different ancient texts and documents you could sit down and read through. It's in English. This stuff and the historicity of all these people in the nations, they did fight. The reason why the people in the Northeast and Canada that are natives exist there is because of the wars where they were being extinguished out. They originally were in Central America, and the Iroquois were coming up and they were fighting. And in fact, the war was interrupted when Europeans showed up, where they were being completely wiped out. It happened multiple times. You can read on it. From them. This isn't my history. It's not American history, which is bullshit. It's not, Canadian history. It is their words, their history, their documents, their information. So this idea that they're all peaceful people is not true. However, I will say that I do agree with you in a very big way that these people are, generally speaking, really are peaceful people that are out there to go and kill everybody. They do want to share everything. They don't care about technology. They care about people. They care about spirituality, the earth, and being at one and bringing peace to the world. And they are good people, in my opinion. I truly, just wholeheartedly, they're doing it right. And we're all doing it wrong. But their
I-
history does have those battles there. It does exist. They were trying to kill each other.
I mean,
I do
I'm
agree with you on two fronts. On two fronts, yes, there are documented instances of tribes going to war with one another, and etc. I'm on board with that, and also second agreements. I'm an atheist, but honestly, out of all the kind of religions or beliefs on planet Earth, I think the indigenous Native North Americans, they had it like kind of the most right with like energy, and what they called spirits is more like an energy to me, and that it kind of was recycled. If energy can't be created or destroyed, as we're taught in science, then it's kind of recycled, right? So
Which is okay if
I
they're
would
living off the
align.
land, but we're far away from living off the land now. Cora, you wanted to say something? Rebuttal, Cora. Anything to say?
Well, I actually just got I had to refresh, so I missed whatever the last that she was saying. But I mean, I do believe that for the most part, when the settlers originally landed and stuff, that there was a spirit of cooperation. Otherwise, I don't think that the British people would have made it here. And I mean, okay, maybe there was a genocidal intention, but that would have been through the state and not the people. And I get really sick of people being like,
There was
"Oh,
a state,
no,
there's
it's just
territories.
you. It's the state, and
Agreed.
it's the state." And I
No,
mean,
there was no
that's
states,
my
there were
biggest
territories.
thing to say, is that it's about the state and the territory. It's just like Alberta being brought into Confederation.
No, we're talking
because
United States.
Alberta was brought into Confederation because there were so many settlers from the United States, right? So they needed to discount that and have us brought into Canada because they didn't want the states to take it over. So that's just another example of it. I mean, I have no delusion about like the state. I was more talking about the people.
Do you know about the purchases of the United States? Like the wage union
Yes, I
purchase?
do know a lot of the purchases of the United States. The United States was basically built through purchase.
Exactly. So it like you guys in Canada were built by the crown. There was a Native American genocide in the United States.
Oh yeah, very, very much.
Like,
They were
it's
wiping. They were
not-
taking over lands, wiping out people, killing them. They were paid for it.
Like they
We're literally
killed the
looking
Like
at-
American citizens were paid to kill natives.
Yeah, you know, we're looking at about 100 million people that were probably killed.
All right. Well, just
Okay,
real quick,
maybe
there's a couple of things that I want to run through that are really cool. Hey, y'all should go look up something called the Seven Fires Prophecy. Fire number 4. These are all prophecies that came up from not just Ojibwe. I just say Ojibwe.
Okay, I have a question before you start on that. This isn't meant
Talk
to
about
offend
the
you.
Europeans coming here.
It's meant to understand. And are these written? Are these
Yes.
documented? Are these?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the way the story goes is that not the Seven Fires. Seven Fires is much more broad knowledge among natives, but the other documents, the 50 different documents, come from a lot of different locations. 3 specific major locations. One in Central America, one in Alaska, and one in the center of basically the United States, and it includes multiple different nations. There used to be trade routes that would go north and south. Anyway, yes, the documents are there. It's a part of the Seven Fires Prophecy. When you talk to natives and the spiritual leaders, the knowledge keepers, they tell you that part of this prophecy was that the Europeans would show up, they'd show a sign, and depending on the sign would determine what the future was going to bring. And they knew that there would be great death and destruction, that they should save the records and bring it to basically hide them up, bring them more central into the land, and that there would be a time for them to release that a time, like a day, sometime in the future when specific things occurred, that it would be time to release these documents to the people, to the world, so that natives would.
This is so rich coming from people that don't know my culture. I find this so fucking rich that you guys are coming on here trying to explain.
You're gonna start spreading a bunch of bullshit. All you do is cuss everybody out, but you don't ever actually provide any evidence.
No, you don't get to come up here and fucking talk shit.
Quinny, what do you know about my culture?
You don't know what you're
Cherokee,
talking
right?
about.
You know I'm Cherokee, right?
Please, guys.
You have no clue what you are talking about.
Queenie.
Oh, really?
Queenie.
You can look it up yourself.
Really?
Look up Sacred Records on your phone app. Go look it up. Get the app Sacred Records. It'll be right in front of your face.
Don't you fucking talk to me. Okay, so what are your fucking highest people called there? Huh? Why don't you fucking talk about the real shit?
Everybody.
Queenie, you know I'm Cherokee, right?
Let me talk.
You know what? I don't believe anybody that sits there and says they're Cherokee from the States. You're all fucking Cherokee. There's 230 some fucking tribes there, and you all come under Cherokee. I don't believe it. Okay?
I'm
an
Appalachian buck.
actual fucking tribe.
Irish. I'm Irish.
Can I speak, you guys? I was the one that started the shit storm. Let me fucking speak. Okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Queenie, nice to meet you. First of all, I just want to say nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. I'm sorry that if something that I said offended you. I mean, I do believe that Canada has a better history, generally speaking, with the people, as opposed to the government. And I'm sorry, so I'm going to tell you some of the things that I don't believe in what the government has done. I don't believe in the Indian Act.
No,
I don't
it should be burnt.
Exactly. I don't believe that you all should be living without clean, fresh drinking water. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you guys should have been people who were subjected to the 60s scoops. But do you know what the other thing is that I believe, or the residential schools, or wherever the fuck it may have been? I don't believe that the people were responsible for that.
No, but okay, and I get that. Let me interject. Let me interject. Okay.
Can you talk nicely?
I don't,
because I'm talking nicely and you're being very aggressively in your speech.
No, this is how I talk. Okay. And if you don't like it, that's just too bad. I'm very assertive.
It's really loud in my ears.
You're proving that you're not very native
turn
when
down
you
your
go
volume,
out that way,
okay?
Queenie.
Turn down your volume. Okay. And let me interject with that. Okay. With you, what you were saying about that is that you don't believe about the residential, that the people aren't at fault. Aren't at fault. And hey, I'm going to be short and sweet. Then you can talk again. I said, I just wanted to interject for a second on that. My opinion about that is that you may not think you have anything to do with it, but colonization was the purpose of changing people's minds. And whether you did the acts or not, your ancestors put it in your mind that that was okay, that it took this long for you guys to acknowledge what you did to us. Okay, carry on.
I'm sorry.
Everything that Queenie said and Cora said is in the Seven Fires prophecies too.
Everything that
Anyway.
I'm going to say right now may make you mad, but
I'm not mad. You're taking me wrong. You don't know how to take me. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, obviously, I'm European. I came from a European country. I came from a European country that was conquered by a greater.
Oh, we lost her.
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Shit back at home. I think that it happens fucking everywhere. It happens fucking everywhere. Sorry. I came from a civilization that was also colonized, right? I came here and not with intent to stomp down on people, but I'm how many generations from the 1600s? How can I be held responsible for this?
Because
I was just born here just like you.
What
did I do to you specifically?
You also know that when something happens, It is a proven fact that it takes 7 generations to get that out. And we haven't even started getting rid
That's
of
rough.
what happened to us.
I
And
think
that's
that
7 generations. So how long do you think that when they started colonizing all those generations, you're part of the 7 generations? I'm sorry, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, but like, what is the 7 generations? I don't even know what that is.
That means that when you guys colonized my people, when you came over here and settled, that in order
Hey,
for
Quinn.
it to
Calling
get
me a
out,
settler.
in order for it to get out and be clear of it would take no less than 7 generations. So if we're starting right here where we're trying to make right by your colonization and you're part of it, because now we're acknowledging it, and in Canada, that's why everything's happening, because we're starting the process. It's going to take minimum 7 generations of people for it to even try and be clear out of the fucking system of to what happened when the colonizers came in and did what they did all over these years.
Okay,
So you
cool.
are
The
a part of
I
that.
should,
I have a
I
question. I have a
should,
question.
I
Guys,
should be held
We need to bring
responsible.
some more clarity to what you're saying, because I don't.
Okay,
I
I
don't
want to
should
know.
be-
I want to know.
genuinely don't think that people understand what Quinny is saying. Because
I
when
wanna
people would
know
have
if-
children, the doctors would remove the female organs so they couldn't have kids. They weren't allowed to have their kids to go to school. And their children were forced to go to English-speaking schools. They were not allowed to speak their language anymore. They were not allowed to teach their customs anymore. Their entire culture, it wasn't just walking in and saying, hey, you can't live here. You have to go someplace else. They were literally removing everything that it meant to have an identity as a people. They were literally trying, with the intent, to exterminate them from the face of the earth. And this isn't old, like
Technically was genocide.
slavery. This was happening even 50 years ago. This isn't old at all.
Please point out that these were children, not adults. Okay,
That's
these
right.
were only
This is
children.
recent.
Okay, can I ask a question too? So, since you're like still indigenous, like
No, and we're not indigenous. We are native. That's government. Please acknowledge us properly. We are native.
Did they create your Ozempic that's not working for you right now?
Yeah, see, you
You're
gotta
still fat as
fucking
fuck?
start, right? You gotta be ignorant while we're having a
How's
serious
your Ozempic-
conversation.
how's your Ozempic
That's what
medication
makes
work
you
for
a
you?
predatory goof. Okay? You just have to come in here and be a fucking
That's why you hang
predatory
up-
goof,
that's-
right?
That's why you hang
Shut up,
pedophiles all day long.
Telecoke.
Come on, how's that
I have
Ozempic? Can you give us like how do you shoot it up? Can you shoot it up for us?
Can you show us how you shoot it up? Because I have pictures that you're a junkie and that you go to fucking high schools. You go to high schools and you fucking record underage kids. Shut the fuck up, pedo.
I think you've been doxed. I think you've been doxed.
Shut the fuck up, pedo.
Or anything.
You've been doxed,
Yeah,
social
I don't
media,
know.
haven't you?
Right.
Gary, fuck off.
Oh,
No,
come,
it
oh,
was
come on,
very-
come on. Show us how you shit with
Hey,
Ozempic.
calm the fuck down.
No
Pump your
doxing.
brakes. It was very like.
Let's see it.
accurate
Let's see it.
What
Let's see
Ryan
it,
was
you
saying
fat
with
pound.
the-
She's a fat fucking
the-
whale.
the-
Let's see how it works.
Shut
Come
up
on.
for a fucking minute.
Shoot
Pump the
that
brakes.
shit in her fucking
Tommy,
stomach.
why
Shut
are you
up.
allowed?
Shut
Like,
the fuck
seriously,
up.
you had a good conversation with good people, and you got this
Until
fucking
you
goof
came.
on here talking about Ozempic and making it about me. It's not about me. We're talking
Yes,
about
you
my
came on
culture.
here. We don't care about your culture. Shut the fuck up. We didn't even want you on here.
Oh, okay,
literally
yeah.
was
That's
the
why you've been
conversation,
speaking about
so
it for a fucking hour,
just
right? You
pump your
fucking goof.
brakes.
Don't you have
Calm
some
down.
kids to
No
go
one wants
fucking
you on here.
record and diddle?
No one wants
Don't
you
you
on
have
here.
some
Go
kids to
hang
go
out with
record and
Sonow.
diddle, you fucking junkie?
Go hang out with Sonow.
You just
Hey,
got
Tommy.
off
Shut
your
up,
mouth
you
for a minute,
fucking
What I
Tommy.
think is
junkie.
insane about this, hey Tommy, is that this is the
Overworked
very
guy.
first time I've ever heard Quinny speak that I agreed completely with everything she was saying.
Oh,
Ever.
you're a terrible human being.
Oh yeah, see right away. Now you got to attack, right? See how
Just
they make
taxis
me
are
Right,
both.
dude.
That's
In
how they
every
make
way.
me
And when you
important.
do the research, if you actually look at it and read what was going on, it is as bad as it gets. And
No
it's
one
very,
agrees with
and
Queenie. I'm gonna
what
tell
you
you
were
that.
taught was bullshit. The history that you were taught was
Yep.
total bullshit.
Yep, yep.
No one agrees
It
with
was a
Queenie.
very,
This isn't
very
old. This is
specific,
like,
targeted genocide. They tried to breed that. Not my words. They tried to breed the Indian out of the Indian.
Yeah.
Like they tried to. That was what you were talking about with the whole. You could only go to English speaking schools. Like they
Yeah.
tried to like deny the people. And while, I understand Cora's point that I'm sure there were a lot of good people who were not like trying to necessarily harm people. But
they didn't know it was going to. That's what colonization was, Brett. They didn't realize that they were being molded.
Hold on. Okay,
you got people over here that are all upset about Muslims infiltrating or coming in and not assimilating. And yet,
I'm waiting
that
for
is
fucking Queenie to
exactly
cry.
what was happening. Like,
I'm waiting for Queenie to cry about
hypocritical.
McDonald's making her a
Double
victim.
standards.
I mean,
Listen to this
1000%.
slobby fucking junkie.
You're losing
the
credibility every time you make
double
comments that
quarter
are
pounder fucking
double
made her
standard.
fat ass. I mean, that's what I'm waiting for at this point.
Telescope, stop.
Now you got to do
derailed,
ad
bud.
hominem attacks as if it makes you any better. Come on, dude.
No, dude, she completely sucks. She does ad hominem attacks
Again,
all the
that's ad hominem. It doesn't mean.
I mean,
anything.
I think
Like, you
Tommy
bring
Temper
no
needs to kick
substance.
her ass the fuck off here.
All
and
you're
have
doing
a
is talking
conversation.
shit. That's it. Like, there's no. What's your point?
Really, man? How long have you
Telescope.
been in this community?
That's
Like,
all
how
ad
long have you been in this
hominem.
community?
All you're doing is attacking people.
No,
That's
no,
it.
no. I'm asking you a question right now. Like, shut the fuck up. How long have you been in this community, and how much do you know the lore? Like, how much lore do
Wait,
you
you're
know?
asking me how long I've been in Tommy Temper's community?
Yeah.
Probably. Let's see, 3 years.
So you should know some lore, correct?
What?
Are you asking if he knows me? Quit being inbred about it. Yes, he knows me, you fucking retard.
No, I'm not asking about you. I'm asking about the lore, if at all.
Oh, this is all about me. You're
fairness,
making it
Ryan,
all about
that
me
was
when
just
I'm
also
trying to
an all
fucking
odd
learn shit
odd
about my
comment.
culture. You fucking retard.
I'm asking about the lore.
That's
I mean,
why I
you've
was
been here
trying to
for
get
3
them
years.
both
I
to
didn't
stop.
realize that your
For
whole
the
goal
record.
here was just to attack people and do ad hominem shit.
Yeah, he's
No,
a
no, no,
fucking
I didn't
troll.
realize that your whole goal was just
No,
to
no. Queenie
come on and
came
just
on
start
here.
cussing people out because it makes
They're
you feel
both
better. I
guilty
don't know
here.
what the fuck that's supposed to be.
No, no,
about.
I'm
Look, I
actually.
don't agree with most things that Queenie's ever spoken on. I literally just said that this is the first time I've ever actually agreed with everything that she said. Ever. I think that she's got a piss ass potty mouth, and it shows. But that's not the point. The point is that not about any hominin attacks. That's pointless. It doesn't help anything. Fuck, dude. We're talking about people being exterminated. It's your family, and the whole idea, like, if your family, your family, if your spouse or kids or mom, they went to the hospital to have a child, and the doctors, without any notice, removed her
Would
organs
you
so she
support?
could no longer produce.
Would
And
you
then
support a
no longer
person?
procreate.
Would you
Would you,
support a
like,
person
This
that
isn't a
dogs
hard
children?
thing to look at.
Dude, stop streamlining. Would you support a person that dogs children?
Either you are a dark triad type that has zero understanding of what empathy
Oh my
means
god,
or
you know
love,
about
or you're just a fucking
antisocial
jackass.
personalities.
Like,
Come on,
what'd you do?
let's get over the cliche bullshit. Would you support
Okay,
a
let's
person?
okay, that actually brings more credibility to the
Would you
probability
support a
that you are. Go
person?
ahead.
Yeah, the point, Telescope, is that you know, instead of being constructive, you just came out and started attacking right away.
Okay, but I'm also saying
Well, and
that
making it
would you
about me,
support it?
right?
Okay,
I'm not here to make it about me. I'm here to
talking right now.
discuss
Shut the
my
fuck
culture
up,
with people
Queenie.
that I am actually trying to listen
You
because
don't
they make
care
sense.
about any of those people, Queenie. But I'm also going to try to state my question to the person I was speaking to.
Yeah, slur away, you fucking junkie.
So are you going to call her out for that? But we don't have to worry about it. I really don't care. Let me collect my thoughts for a second. Would you defend a person that doxes children? Because Queenie doxes children.
Oh
We
my
got
gosh, you're doing it again. Do you
No,
have anything
no, I
substantive to
didn't.
bring
Where's
to
your
the
proof?
conversation, or are you just a prick?
Where's your proof?
Feel like
there's
that's
lots
all
of
you have to
proof
say.
online.
Hold on.
You're
Hold
trying
on,
to move the
hold on. Can I get you-
goalposts. We're here talking
Can I get
about
y'all to
natives,
just
and
pump
now
the
you're
brakes for
talking
a
about
second
doxing.
again, please? Please, can we just pump the brakes for a second? Let me. Say
Queenie
something.
is a known doxer.
Okay, Telescope,
I'm very
that goes
aware
for
of
you
that.
too, motherfucker. Shut the
No,
fuck up for a
man.
second.
We got
Keep in mind that some of the people on the chat have known each other for like many years, not just tonight. So, you know, there's lots of stuff going back many years that's being talked about here.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to talk about something that goes back many years.
We're talking about a specific topic, and Telescope, you're going back with you guys, with years of you fighting with each other and just attacking and
Hold on.
not working out.
So Queenie,
I'm
don't
sorry,
take this
I
wrong.
lost. I'm going to interrupt. I actually lost.
No, I'm talking. Just hold on for a fucking minute. Let me
Okay,
finish
whatever.
talking about what I'm about to talk about.
Wait,
okay?
the King Brett is talking. Everybody shut up, right? Because he was at fucking the border blockade for
I've been
2
muted
days.
for a bit. I've been muted for a bit. And I haven't said nothing.
Yeah, let
But I
Brett
want to
talk.
interject here. Just
There you go.
to try and
You have
calm
the floor,
things
Brett.
down a little bit. So
And then Cora.
Queenie, please don't take this wrong, but like Telescope, Queenie's literally threatened to kill me and stab me with HIV needles, okay? And you don't see me sitting here throwing dumb Ozempic shit at her or like being mean to her or nothing. Like we're having a discussion about something that is relevant, important, you know, consists of the history which shapes the present and propels the future. So you don't have to like resort to Ozempic and like throwing shit up from 4 years ago when we're having a conversation now, today, presently, and people are being decent and respectful. So just if everybody
You're
can
such
keep
a
maintaining the decent and respectful, we need that. We need these conversations, even with people we don't necessarily always agree with or necessarily like or whatever, but we can do it if we try.
I'll start calling you double standard Brit.
Okay, Cora.
I'm sorry, I lost my internet connection right after Queenie was trying to talk to me or ask questions. So I just like to follow up on that and what she was saying, if she has anything to say.
I don't remember what we're talking about because some fucking junky retard from the States that doesn't understand that the laws here in Canada, when it comes to our
Not
natives, are completely fucking different than they are down there. They don't recognize their natives as much as they do here in Canada. Natives in Canada, we have our own laws. Okay. And they don't understand that. I've been telling them that. And we have our own laws. It's under UNDRIP. Okay. That was passed July 17th, 2017. Okay. So it's a decolonization thing. And that's what I was talking about, is that the 7 generations. It takes 7 generations for something, for abuse and everything. Once it's been acknowledged and worked on, the minimum is 7 generations of people that it will disappear. That doesn't mean it's 7 generations on the nose.
I have a
So
question.
colonization was happening all these hundreds of years. You may not have been the acting one, but you were colonized to believe these things about us. And that's why there's the Indian Act and everything, to prevent us from having any power.
I said very specifically that I didn't believe in the Indian Act, and I think it's the most racist piece
But
of legislation
you were defending
that
that you
exists
have
in
nothing to do
Canada.
with what's going on right now, and you do. You got to face that fact. That's part of reconciliation. Whether you were the ones that raped us or fucking tortured us or took away our, taught us the word fuck, and then you get mad when I say it to you,
I have
and everything else. No, that's partly you. And you have to acknowledge that for us to get anywhere here.
There's some more too.
Okay,
like
and
you
so-
mentioned your government telling you you're not allowed to be the person that you are unless if you are a very specific percentage
I have
of
a
blood
question
from a
in-
specific person. Because
Yes.
that's what they are doing.
Yes,
and
because
then the
obviously-
government makes deals, they make contracts and treaties, but they don't keep them. They throw
That's
people
right.
off the land, and
That's
then
right.
we still have these on record, and in the courts they have already agreed that it is the law that what that treaty was, that the governments have to keep the treaty, but they refuse
right.
to enforce
That's
that.
right.
And they already won, and it's not
That's
just
right.
once; they've won multiple times in court.
And that's why
nothing
this Alberta separation is a bullshit, because once we say no, there could be one native that says no to Alberta separation and it ain't fucking going anywhere. Because if you say separate from Canada, Canada is destroyed because Canada was built on those treaties. So you would be fucking kicking yourself in the ass in the end. Don't get me wrong. I believe that we should be away from Ottawa and the fucking control they have over our province. I'm in Alberta. But the solution is not leaving because
Already.
then we got to start everything all over again, and then
The
you're
treaties
going
have
to
already
lose.
been transferred.
You're going to
The
be
United
you're
States
going
has
to
treaties
lose.
too.
You're going to lose your land because we're coming for it. It's already happening in BC, and we're kicking you out of your fucking land because you can't come to an agreement with us. We've been good all these years. We've been fucking nice to you guys, and you stomp on us and stomp on us. And you're still fucking taking our kids. You're still racist towards us. You're still treating us fucking like garbage. And you expect us to give you fucking grace after hundreds of years of doing this to us? Not a chance. We're coming back, and we're coming back full steam ahead. Believe that.
I don't even know what to say to that because I do not hold that level of aminosity to you. And
that's because your
there's
whole family
there's
wasn't
a lot
targeted
to
be
unpack.
murdered,
There's a
killed,
lot to
and
unpack
removed and culture
in what she
destroyed,
said.
blah,
There's
blah,
a
blah.
lot. There's also a lot of assumptions in the you're just white and so you don't understand.
No,
Or
that's
you
not an
don't have
assumption.
any
That's
idea.
a fact. Hey, that's a
Well,
fact.
it's not a fact.
That's
It
a fact.
isn't about
don't
her
have
being white. It
Native
has nothing to do
children.
with her being white.
And I don't
What
have
it-
native fucking kids, but you're gonna come take what's fucking mine.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
kids
That's-
are going to
you
come and
think
take
that's
it.
ours,
So
but it's
you're
not.
gonna take it from native
It's
kids.
different than in BC where it's unceded land. That means there's no treaties
No,
over there.
Tommy, quit with your bullshit. Fucking, you live here and born here bullshit. Okay, we're coming for our land, and there's nothing. You guys want to fucking have governments that can fucking stomp on us and fucking not one treaty has been fucking
Nobody
honored.
wants that.
And you want to come stomp on us and that we're not going to come back? We're like dogs. You kick us enough, we're going to fucking bite back, and we can get fucking savage. You want to see
I'm
savage?
not the
We're coming
government.
out. I promise you.
You don't like the
I'm a
government. I'm
hereditary
not the
native,
government.
okay? I'm a hereditary native, okay? It was my grandma. I'm a Josephine Severide is my great grandma. And there's a lady in here that's going, oh, my family tree was an original. Bitch, I'm an original, okay? My great grandpa is Elzir Goulet. Go look that up and see who fucking started Canada. Don't you tell me who I am.
No, you didn't answer my question. So
Now, okay, one more thing. I promise I'll be done. Is that Cora?
No. I, as a person, who's been here since the 1700s, right? And I have native kids, and you would take away from.
See how creator cuts her off when the most parts that we don't need to hear, because she's trying to spin it around. She's trying to spin it around on I'm gonna take her native kid.
I don't think she's
now
trying to
she's
spin.
gonna grandstand that she has native kids.
No,
Good
I
for
just
you.
fucking
Good for you.
heard what you said.
Good for
and
you.
everybody
You have
else
native
here
kids.
did.
Then you know what? Don't come
Yes,
up
I'm
here
such a fucking
and
racist.
misinform like you know what my culture Métis is and tell people the wrong story. Maybe you should fucking go and do your research because you have native kids.
Okay,
That's what I was going to interject. Is that the history that we have
what's
is not
percentage
true.
of blood? What's the percentage
to
of indigenous native blood in your
We're taking it back.
That is absolutely completely irrelevant. That's like saying
Very
okay,
relevant,
guys, if I'm Christian, or let's say I'm Baptist, and you come and tell
That's
me
not-
that I
that's
can't
not
be
race. That's
Baptist
not
unless
race.
I
That's
have
not race.
1/8 Baptist
Belief
blood
isn't
in my
belief
kidney.
isn't race. Belief isn't race. So what is
Whatever, dude.
the
The
amount
point-
of
dude,
blood
this is
of
what you're
your
missing.
blood in your system? Shut the
You
fuck
are
up.
right now. You don't.
Stop
you don't
being a
realize
fucking
it.
white knight.
Right.
Dude. Stop being a white knight.
Right. Fuck you. Right now. What you're saying is the
You're being a white
literal
knight.
thing that is. Let's see. What's the right word? Like.
What? Yeah,
It's not racist.
it means a lot.
It's not. I'm trying to think of the right word.
What is
Feel like
the
this
amount
this is what
of
happens.
blood in her system?
You are the
Stereotypical.
perfect example. No offense, and I understand it because I used to be you in this instance. You're
No, you
a
didn't.
great example
No.
of somebody that that grew up and was trained up in the history of natives based on what the person told you. Based on what American culture, Canadian culture, whatever. It's what they told you was true. It was their history, and it's not their. That's not the history.
Okay,
That's
it's
not
cool.
how the culture works. It's not any. It's
I didn't
bullshit.
ask you a question. I didn't ask you a
No.
question. I asked Quinn.
I know you did, but here's the last thing. I promise, like I said earlier when I said core just for a second, I'll be done. I promise. This is actually matters. This actually matters.
This actually matters too. What is the amount of blood in her system that is indigenous?
God, dude, you have no idea. You had no idea.
No, that's very it's very genuine.
I don't need to. I have my family
you have
tree.
No idea what you're
I
asking
have
her
my
right now.
family tree, and that's all that fucking matters. Okay.
No, we can genetically test it.
My family is very prominent, and very important to Canada. Know that.
How do we know that? I don't know that. You live in Canada, but like, how do I know?
Because I have my family
That's not an
tree.
answer that she should answer.
Do you have your family stump? Because
You
I have my
no
family
idea
tree.
the disrespect that question has.
I don't care what you have to say,
Don't
dude.
know.
Like, I'm asking her a question, not you. Please shut the fuck up.
I understand that, but you don't understand what you're saying.
I'm not
do
gonna
understand
answer
what
it.
you're
He
saying.
can look like an idiot junkie, fucking predator that he is.
So she's
he
talking
can
about
sit there and ask.
entitlements.
You
She's
sound
talking
like
entitlements.
a absolute fucking asshole. You would
So
be the
what?
guy that is beating the slaves that are standing on the slave block because they're talking too much.
And do I?
Fuck
I
off,
don't really particularly understand. I don't understand that.
Telescope the
Okay,
slave
so
trader.
let's go. Yeah, I'm a slave trader. Yeah. Yeah. The socialist
funny.
slave trader. Yeah, that's we're wonderful there. The Queenie. What is the amount of
That's none of your
genetic
business.
system? No, it does
That's
matter.
none of your business.
You
What does
make
it
these
matter to
claims.
you?
You make
What
these
does it matter
claims.
to you? It's none of your business.
You make the claims, so we want the answer.
I don't need to make the claims. I put my family
What
tree
you
up there.
fail to
I showed my
understand
bloodline. I
is
don't
who
need to
defines it.
explain it to you.
Your
I mean,
she doesn't have to tell you, like, gosh, dude, you have no
Do you
idea.
believe genetics? Dude, you don't have any clue what the hell you're talking about. Like, I'm just literally gonna be honest.
Says the one that's inbred because your parents are siblings. Shut the fuck up.
How do you know that?
Sorry.
How could you figure that out? Would you need
Listening
genetic?
to you.
Would you need
Listening
a
to
background for that?
Listening
Would you
to
need
you.
genetic? Would you need a genetic blood test on that?
All
I
right,
can
so
give
if
you
we had a
mine.
Muslim city that you live in, like let's say Muslims came in, took it over, and then they told you you're not allowed to be an American unless, and they define and tell you what you are. That question
23andMe.
presupposes that
Which
you
Muslim
are the
city?
one who gets. You're saying that you have the authority to determine whether or not she's allowed to be a Cherokee at all.
Okay, no, she's not
Your
Cherokee.
question's creating that presupposition that you're the authority, and
No,
she's
she's not
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
She's basically telling you go fuck yourself.
She's not Cherokee.
Who do you think you are?
She's not
Well,
Cherokee.
whatever it is, matey, whatever.
Wait, what are you
whatever
talking
it
about,
is.
dude? Follow along with the fucking conversation, dude. You have no clue what we're talking about.
No, you have no clue what you're talking about, you inbred. He's trying to
How do you
explain
know
to
I'm
you that
inbred?
I
How do you
don't
know I'm
owe you
inbred?
shit to tell you what I am, okay? You are not
your-
my
your
authority.
Mongolian
You're coming
Appalachian.
up here to fucking agitate, and
How
it's not
could you
working.
determine that? Okay, Queenie, how could you determine I'm inbred without a blood sample? Just the same is how I could determine your claims and statements of the amount
Based
of
on your science, your math, your culture, your belief set, because yours is the only one that could possibly be right. Because her history can't exist because you're the one that gets to determine whether or not it's real or not.
genetics. Do you believe in genetics at all?
Dude, that's not the point.
Are you Asian?
Who made you the boss that was?
Are you
that was
Asian? I mean, you're
authority.
a fucking, dude. You're a
Who
fucking
made you
pussy.
the authority to tell her what her history is and whether or not she can or can't
I'm
be what
asking
she
her.
is?
She's stating that I'm inbred, and I said, "Hey, I'll do a fucking blood test to determine that. Can you give me a blood test to determine how much?"
You ain't going
native
for no fucking blood
you have in
test because
your
you're
system?
a junkie. They'd find out what a fucking junkie you are.
You don't like the answers because science disproves.
Okay, the
your
reason why I
statement.
don't like the answers is because science says that she's not allowed to be, most likely, that she's not allowed to have the faith,
God
belief, or
Damn, dude,
history
you must
or
have a
culture.
fucking, you must have a hard on for a
No,
fat
dude, you don't
fucking bitch.
understand, bro. That's what it is. Like, but if
I'm
you did
glad
the
she's
research
not
on it
dead.
and did
I'm
the actual
happy.
history on it, it would make more sense.
I'm happy she's not alive
Shut
from
up,
her
Sal, shut up.
overdosing on Ozempic. So I mean, that's. I mean, she does like get really fucked up and drive her vehicle and wreck it all the time. I mean, you can defend that. How about that? We'll get off the genetic issues, and you can defend her like getting in car accidents while she's fucked up.
Hey, dude, I'm done defending it. Like I said.
No, dude. She's your woman, man.
I
Dude.
said I'd be
She's your
quiet.
woman, man. No, she's your woman, man. She's all yours. Dude, she gets in car accidents while she's like fucking driving under the influence of drugs. I mean, like, she's all yours. She gets really drunk and tries to fight
And
cops.
Telescope, while he's fucking jumped up like this, he starts diddling kids.
Gives you no.
These are not ad hominems. Tommy Temper.
When you resort to having to attack,
you know
the
it's
person,
true, you motherfucker.
That's ad
You know
hominem.
it's
Look up what
true.
ad hominem means. It does not change that it's still ad hominem. When you have to resort to trying to win an argument based on the slandering the other person, that's ad hominem.
Do you know I have a
It's
philosophy degree?
pointless.
That's not an ad hominem. That's actually based on evidence. It's actually not an ad hominem.
Sure.
No, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Tommy, did you ever watch her try to fight police officers?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch her driving under the influence of drugs and getting in car accidents?
Wow. Don't bring me into the situation.
Come on, stop being a pussy. Stop being a pussy, slumlord. You know what
That-
it is.
that-
Yeah, that's an ad
That's
hominem.
pretty,
I wasn't under the
no.
influence when I got in one car accident. He's lying. This
Dude, pump
fucking
your
goof
fucking
goes and
brakes, Ellie.
fucking.
Is this Brett?
It was a dust storm. It was the dust storm was the cause of it or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. She was smoking a blunt.
There's a bunch of this
Hey,
I
Brett.
think she's smoking a
conversation.
blunt too as well. I mean,
Hey, Brett.
Uh,
You're sitting over here.
Yeah,
I think is it Brett who's
Typhoon.
commenting this, saying this dumb shit? Are you the? Is that who it is? Because I can't see any names on here.
go ahead, Brett. I don't care. Fuck it.
Okay, it's not
yeah,
Brett.
I'm just
Who is
gonna
this?
interject
being
for a minute if I
compared
could to
Terry Springfield.
I'll consider
So
it
the
my
argument I would
closing
bring to you-
because I'm gonna bump
Well,
up.
it's high probability that he is Christian. High probability.
Even Brett can't
So
take
you're over
it
here
anymore.
talking about her drinking, drugs, driving, getting accidents.
I'm an
etc.
atheist.
What?
I'm
Who
a
the
fucking
fuck are you
atheist.
talking about?
Whoa. I don't. Okay, I don't drink.
Who are you even talking about?
Hey, fuck! You drink all the time. You have a fucking you have a liquor
I've been
store
muted
full of
for like
fucking.
the past 10, 15 minutes. So. But I want to talk now for just a moment, if I could, please, because I'm gonna bump out.
I'll have a drink right now.
I'm definitely having a drink right now. To a degree, just kind of where the conversation has veered off into, it's kind of a little dumb. And we're all giving establishment what they want. When we're all fighting with each other and calling each other names and tearing each other down and just beating on each other, when we're being divided, whether it's race or religion or whatever the heck it is, and we're literally giving what they want. And I'm tired of giving them what they want. I think we got to be starting to work against what they want. So I like to prefer. These days I'm trying to do a little bit better at making friends with people I'm told to hate, and where love's going to overcome hate is the only solution in my eyes. So I know it sounds cliche and people can say whatever they want, but this whole fighting each other over dumb fuck about how much DNA you have, if you can live somewhere, to what your fucking spiritual belief is, whether it's Christian, Muslim, to fucking atheist, whatever, we're all in this shit together, man. It's not right, left. It's not fucking Christian, Muslim. It's not fucking East, West.
Anybody got some fiddles to play?
It is the fucking Epstein class against all the rest of us. So it's stupid if we lose sight of that. And we should definitely try and, Queenie,
Very
one of the
nice,
reasons
Brett.
I'm sitting here talking so very calmly with you tonight, when normally I would leave if you came on panel, right? So I can do better. You can do better. We can all do better, and we all need to be better because we're losing our society, guys. So
I agree, Brett. Good point. Points.
Okay,
Sorry,
I'm out.
this is
Yeah,
all-
okay, bye.
Have a good
Blame
night.
the government for the way people act either, you know. Like you have to take a little bit of responsibility yourself as well.
Thank you, Britt. Damn,
Sorry, this
it
is my
gets me
first
all
time on
fired up.
panel. My first time on panel, and I've never actually met any of you, so it's been a great night. And so, I mean, I've learned a lot tonight as well. I mean, I've learned so much. So thank you all.
Sure. Well, seeing as you're from Alberta, we should have a meetup sometime and somewhere central like Sylvan Lake.
It's also my first time on panel
No,
too.
you don't want to do that.
That's me, Nakora. Sorry, I'm so damn opinionated.
At Buck Wild,
Yeah,
Sylvan
I don't
Lake.
know if I'm ever coming back.
No, it's
I
good
hope
to
you
be.
do.
It's
We
good
need
to have
more female
negatives, two
voices that
negatives.
don't cuss everybody out.
It's good to have negatives. It makes it positive. In math, calculations. If everything was, if everything was perfect, everything would be gay. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. No such thing as a mistake, only room for improvement. So, you know, we can always get better.
Hey, Cora, I hope you look into that Seven Fires prophecy thing. Maybe some videos on YouTube. It's really cool. Like the things they talk about, what's coming, that there's division.
Okay, but
currently,
you guys, this Seven Fire thing really set me off too, because there's a bunch of bullshit going on in Canada, and that was why I didn't fucking push that bullshit, because they were trying to fucking say that this was the 8th fire. How do you fucking even have the 8th fire when the 6th one was just ending and moving into 7th, and they believing that it's a literal fire? It's not a fucking literal fire. It's the nations, the fucking people, the chiefs coming together, the important people coming together in a spirit that causes the fire. Okay. And people are misconceiving that this means that it's a literal fire you make. And it's so fucking sickening when I have people sitting here arguing with me about my own culture. It's disgusting. Like
Yeah,
we're in
well,
we're in the era of the fucking red wash. Okay. And people fucking sit there and trying to tell them about this, you know, explaining to them how serious this is, because it's a spiritual war. This fucking bullshit with the government, that's all distraction. They don't work for us, whether they're right or left. They're not there for us. Why do you think natives don't vote? We don't believe in that shit. We believe in people that are right for that position.
Well, I mean, that's your prerogative to have for sure. Queenie, regardless of what Ryan was saying tonight, I had no idea prior to this about this prophecy. So if you wanted somebody to know about it, where would you suggest they went, or where would you suggest that they learned about it?
That's the thing. You have to know the people. Okay, so in Canada we have Mohawks. They're the most dangerous natives that there are, and organized natives there are in Canada. Okay, in the States they're called dogmen. Okay, and so the States people meet and the AIM. Now, when I was doing that fucking convoy that I was in control of with a few other people, we were the pioneers of Save the Children. We were talking to the AIM. That's why I know what's happening in the States. If they're watching us in Canada, because Canada's actually setting precedents when it comes to the natives. Because right now the natives are happy because their agreement with the government in the States was that they get to have their casinos to make billions. So money shut them up to a degree. But the hereditary natives, the dogmen, the people that are in Colorado in the mountains right now that are working on the 7th fucking fire prophecy and shit, like there's elements that have to come together too, like that are all over Turtle Island. including the wampum belt and everything. And you can't have this fire without the collection of all these things coming together. So in order for you to get educated on it, you got to go look yourself. There's not somewhere you point. Our information and our knowledge is not for sale.
She doesn't know what a wampum belt is or
Brian,
anything
I'm
about the Turtle
talking.
Island.
But I know Turtle I know about Turtle Island. I know about much of this stuff. But so there isn't any, like, because I'm not Native, right? And yes, I do have some family in the Native community, but they're not necessarily connected to the Native community. They're more the Métis community, if that makes sense. So what you're saying is just go figure it out, and you're not going to be like, oh, well, you could go talk to this person or go.
No, because I'm trying to figure that out myself. I've talked to a couple
whatever.
of
Because
people.
what I'm really looking for here is clarity and to understand. I want to understand what this is.
But
if
I
you
don't
feel
know
that I
myself.
should.
Do you understand that people have been stalking me and shit? The natives have been stalking me, trying to pull me this way, pull me that way. You don't know what I've been through the last 4 years of people trying to fuck me in my mind about what my culture's about. That's why I come so strongly against people that aren't of my culture, talking about stories that I feel aren't true, that I believe I was taught the truth about, because I'm not going to come at somebody about something I don't know about. But I do know about Métis and where we come from. And I am sorry, but what you said was wrong. Métis is still Native. We just lost our lineage. It's the white, or it was white men that were French specifically. You cannot be Métis unless you're fucking French and from the Red River settlement and from the Batoche Revolution or that resistance. Those are the only Métis, and people are misconstrued about that. And they think they're Métis because they have some fucking, no, you're a half-breed. It's specific to French and a full-blooded Native woman that was in line and lost her lineage because she decided to stay with the French guy and make a life. Okay, that's what Métis is.
I understand this.
We lost it because of females.
Understand that. I do understand that. And I also understand that when a female married a French, when the Indian Act came into play, that they lost their status.
That's right. And that's why Métis was made, because
I do understand a lot of it.
Well, that's why that makes sense, though. Are you like that? Does that not make sense? Because they were trying to. You can't just take away my culture, my blood, my DNA because I decided to marry a white guy. So they had to honor us in some way because we are still Native. Just because my great grandma fell in love with a white man, you don't get to tell me I'm not Native. That's why Métis
I never said that anybody should.
No, I'm just explaining why Métis is here. That's true.
But you wouldn't. So what you're saying to me is that you're still learning about all of this, and there are different groups that are involved.
Yes.
And so, I know for a fact, and so I don't know where you are, but I'm in Alberta.
I'm in Alberta and Sylvan Lake, where Dummy is.
So I do know that there is some talk about chiefs being in bed with China. Could you elaborate on that? Is it true?
Every chief, every fucking nation's fucking chiefs are corrupt. Okay, that's a fact.
Well, I know they're all corrupt.
If they weren't, they wouldn't. Look at all the chiefs wearing war bonnets. You don't get to wear a fucking war bonnet unless you were in a war.
Okay,
that's
but
corruption right there.
That wasn't my specific question.
No, what I'm trying. Yes, and I'm getting to that. Okay, I'm trying to tell you that you're asking if they're in bed. I'm telling you, you're probably right because they're corrupt. They want money. I'm a hereditary Native. It was passed down my line of blood. I am not appointed, so I'm not that part of corruption or whatever. But yes, they are probably lying in bed with them.
native lines pass through the female side also. I also am aware of that for the most part.
That makes me a matriarch or grandmother in the end.
And that works the same way in the Métis Nation, because you said you were Métis.
That's only in the Métis Nation, because it was come on. It was the women that lost that shit.
Oh, yes, I thought it was both.
No, it's only because they were bringing in, when the settlers came, they impressed on our people that it was the men that were the power. And in our culture, it's the other way around. It's the women that are the power. And they took that away from us. And then they took it away from us when we went off with French people. That's where I come from. I'm French and I'm native.
I would like to thank you for your clarification, and I would also like to thank you for calling me a settler instead of a colonizer, because it makes conversation with you much more easy, and I do not appreciate being called a colonizer. I reject the British Crown and the Crown in all its forms, for the record. So thank you very much.
Okay, but and that's your opinion, and my opinion's the same.
If you're looking for more information, you can find it at lodges.
Yeah, like you have to go seek it out.
Spiritual leaders.
Yeah. You know what? We don't write this shit down, dude. You have to talk to them. We don't write this shit down.
I'm neither. I'm not a colonizer or a settler.
You're a clown. You're a fucking clown.
Turtlelodge.org.
I'm born in Alberta. I was born in Alberta.
I don't give a fuck where you were born.
Come from some other country.
What I was going to say is that I have been on both Métis and Native settlements. Or I guess I should call First Nations independent nations. And for the most
I know Sabrina, she won't acknowledge that she's a colonizer. And that's up to her, dude. I'm not going to sit here and argue that, because that's why we're never going to get anywhere, because you can't acknowledge what you are. Once you acknowledge and take fault for it, then we can move forward.
Like, somewhere along the line, our forefathers might have been a colonizer or a settler.
No, see, you're not getting it, you fucking tard. If your fucking forefathers were colonizers, what did they teach their children? Unknowingly to colonize. What did they teach their children? Unknowingly to colonize. What did they teach? What don't you get about that?
I was never taught to colonize. I was never taught.
You are colonized. You believe in the wrong system, dummy. You are colonized. And until you acknowledge that, we're never going to get anywhere. Never.
If you're interested in the system, there's the Onondaga Nation, which is also an offshoot of
it's a name.
Métis has it. It's
all it is is a name. That's all it is.
And look at what their system is.
Somebody came up with that.
Came from
you know what?
Peacemaker 2,000 years ago.
The last 5 years, it's almost like those terms have only been generated in the last 5 years. So somebody's
they haven't. No, they haven't. Colonization was right from the fucking get-go. See, you're colonized. You're programmed. You're programmed.
10 years ago, nobody said anything about colonizer or anything like that. That's all brand new.
Because you're sitting there crying fucking the blues because you don't want to face the fact, because it's a negative name. You don't want to fucking be umbrellaed under what they fucking did to us, your great-great-grandpa. That doesn't fucking, just because you didn't do it doesn't mean that he didn't teach you how to fucking be that way, to fucking say the things you're saying to this day, dummy. You say some of the dumbest shit and you sit there and think you know. You don't.
I agree with what you're saying, but
I try and respect everybody, but that doesn't mean that, you can call me whatever you want, but I don't call myself a colonizer. I don't call myself
because you don't want to go under that umbrella what a colonizer is.
And I'm not a colonizer. Maybe
you are a colonizer.
Maybe 200 years ago, there were some people that you could call a colonizer.
No, you are a colonizer.
There's a cultural difference here.
You're wrong.
Queenie, it looks to her ancestors and family, and at least her culture looks to her ancestors as protectors, people that kept knowledge. They help spiritually lead people in the direction they're supposed to go. It's very, very much tied in to your parents going back generations. That's not the same. That's where the idea of colonization or colonizers is partially rooted in that, and why she's so passionate about it. For us, that wasn't something that we looked at.
Calling somebody modern day in the States, you're a slave trader. It's the same thing,
right?
You're
So
not
exactly. But if our perspective, if it was the same, to where her family,
you can't call people in today that are living today that were born in the last whatever while that they were living today.
See how ignorant he is?
I never colonized
You're
Canada.
being
I do. I mean, I hear it. There's
colonized Canada. I was
you're
already
ignorant.
here.
You're a goof. You're
I
ignorant.
agree with him too, but
Colonizers
it's just a
somebody
difference in
that colonized
cultural.
Canada
It's a
from
difference in how we were taught.
200 years ago.
Like inside of the native culture, they accept the responsibility of their parents and the things that they did. They have to live with it and work through that. It's like working through trauma from the past. Like that is a real thing, but that's not a real thing if you are American. Like I say, American. So it's not a real thing if you're Canadian.
Trauma.
No, it's not a real thing if you're a white piece of trash like Tommy.
I'm not dismissing
He's
anything.
not a white piece of trash.
Happened to
He's taught different.
Native people.
I can use the exact same arguments I was bringing up against Brett and everybody else to bring up currently against you, Queenie, because his idea, where he came from, what he grew up with, even if it's bullshit, that is ingrained into what we believe.
I know he's programmed. That's what I say, and that is how fucking ironic or whatever word it is for that situation. Because you're sitting here, you're defending that. Well, he was taught this and this. Yeah, because that's what colonization was.
This is the same because they don't understand where you came from. You don't understand.
People that came from another country colonized Canada, which is not me.
You are that people that came from another country, you dummy.
And I'm not a colonizer, and you can't call me.
You are that people that came from another country. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I didn't. I was born in Canada.
Did. You don't get fucking birthrights to fucking say that you were here and that this is your land because your fucking great grandpas that raped everybody and children and everything and are bestiality fuckers with diseases, and then you think that you have say over here? Fuck you, Tommy. You trashy fucking white.
You know, that's being racist. I hate to say it.
Yeah, well, quit being fucking ignorant.
I'm not ignorant. I'm just being real.
No, you're not. You're being dumb. Okay? You're being dumb to the fact that you will not acknowledge that you're a fucking colonizer. Just because you fucking got shit out. Just because you got shit out in Alberta, don't mean shit. Okay? And I'm telling you, Tommy, I'll fucking, if I have the chance to go after you with land rights and everything, I'm coming for you first. I'm going to show you up.
Come.
I will. Trust me, I will. I just don't know if I can because it's Alberta. I'm getting my Alberta fucking status right now. I'm not playing games with you. You can't fucking acknowledge that you're a fucking colonizer, whether you like it or not.
I'm not a colonizer. I have never colonized anything in my whole life.
You are so a colonizer.
And just because I was born in Canada, that doesn't make me a colonizer.
Yes, it does.
Look up the dictionary definition of a colonizer.
Okay, you go. There's a colonized thing. There's a colonized thing. Look it up in the dictionary, right? Right, Tommy?
Canada.
Because everything we were taught in school was right in the books, right? You fucking dummy.
I never learned anything about
how about go talk to people? How about go talk to people that were there? How about go to fucking natives that were there and everything? Shut your fucking mouth.
Be respectful.
Well, be respectful to me and my culture. You're being very disrespectful. No, you're
I'm
not.
being disrespectful to you at all.
Yes, you are. You're fucking sitting there arguing with me what I know and trying to throw fucking colonization shit at me. Go read the
Okay, but you're
dictionary.
trying to
Go
put
look it up
labels
in the
on me,
fucking
and I'm
go
saying
Google it.
I don't agree with those labels. Put it that way. I don't agree with the labels.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly what I said. You don't agree with the label because it's a negative label and you know it. And you don't want to be a part of it. And it's too bad. You're white. It's too
I
bad.
don't like
You're
the
white.
label, and I wasn't the colonizer. I never
Yes, you were.
colonized a damn thing. If I would have traveled over to some other country and colonized that country, then you could call me a colonizer.
No,
but if you're
you
actually
did.
born in a particular country, you didn't colonize the country. You were already there. You were born there. You're not a colonizer. That's not what a
Yes, you are.
colonizer is.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are. Then go back to your own country. This isn't your country. This is not where
I
you
was born
originated.
here.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, if I was
It does
born
not
here,
matter, Tommy.
you're gonna tell
You
me
are
to go
not.
somewhere else and go back to my own country. If I was born here, this is my country.
No, it's not. Go back to where
Yes,
you
it is.
belong. Then. No, you don't. What is your background? What is your background? No, you came from somewhere else.
It doesn't matter what my background is. I'm
Okay, we'll see.
Canadian.
We'll
I was
see.
born
We'll
in
see.
Canada, so I
Yeah,
consider
you
myself
ain't
to be
Canadian.
I'm not
You
a
ain't
hyphenated
Canadian. You ain't
I'm just
Canadian trying to
Canadian.
separate with Alberta, you
I'm a
fucking
real-
goof. You
I'm
ain't
a real
Canadian.
Canadian.
You ain't Canadian trying to separate from Canada, you goof. Don't fucking try and twist it around. You're trying to fucking leave Canada and you're sitting here boasting Canadian. Fuck you.
Well, to the same
You're a
degree,
goof.
what about Quebec? Quebec wants to separate from
I
Canada.
hate
What about
fucking
them?
Quebec too. Let them go. Let them go. If they want to
There you
go, they
go.
can't. They
Well, let
can't.
Alberta go
They
too.
can't. They
The
can't.
majority of people
I
in
said-
Alberta want to
I
separate
said let
from
them go.
Canada.
I said
Let them
I
go.
said let them go because they can't.
Well, why
Not
is it
because
okay?
I'm
Quebec
telling
and not
them
for
to.
Alberta? Then what about Alberta? Why not
No.
Alberta?
No, I think we should make
Only because
policies
we live
against.
here, that's all.
I think we should make policies against Ottawa and use our fucking sovereignty for that. But you're not leaving, and I'm telling you that right now. So you can fucking sit there and push that narrative all you want, Tommy. You're not leaving, and I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. So you can go
Well,
sign whatever
you
the
don't get
fuck
enough
you
of a
want to
vote, we
sign.
won't be leaving. But this is the democracy. We live in a
Yeah,
democracy.
well, I'm sorry, but
You're-
democracy
you
doesn't
can't
count
tell me
natural
what to do.
law.
I can't tell you what to do.
Democracy don't
but you
count
can
a
vote.
natural law. When you came on here and your grandparents came and colonized and made you a colonizer and put these laws on us without our permission, you don't get to do that. Okay? You don't get to do that. Sorry for your luck. You don't get to
I
do that.
didn't make any rules. I had nothing to do with what the government did.
Yes,
The
you did. You went
government
and voted.
did what
You
they
went
did.
and
I
voted
don't
and
agree with what the
you went and
government did.
voted. You went and
No.
voted. You're a part of it. You went and voted.
My vote didn't count.
No,
Whoever
yes,
I
it
voted
did.
for
Yes, it
didn't
did.
get in.
Because that's a colonization thing to do. It counted. You were proud of it. You were proud that you went and fucking voted. Don't fucking play games with me. You're looking goofy.
This is
Don't
a
fucking
democracy that we live in. Like
Don't
you're
play.
expected to
And
vote.
another thing, Tommy, nice try on the fucking, this channel's been here since 2016 trying to make NFZ look like he was fucking telling the truth. That's why you're on my radar, not anything else. And you're going to have a fucking problem because of that, Tommy. You're in my town now. Everybody's going to know who you are. You think I'm not being loud right now where I'm standing outside? I'm standing outside and I'm yelling. You think I fucking care? Knows me here. I've been here 2 decades. And I'm telling you, you tried to make NFZ sound like he was fucking right. You did not fucking make this channel until I was already running your channel over on fucking Press Pad. We migrated over here because you were getting fucking flagged
right.
for
And
misinformation.
you know what?
And I brought
I
your
ran
fucking I brought your fucking
50
team over here and you fucking tried to lie to him. That was in 2022.
ran
He did not
50
know you.
lives
Okay, listen, that
Nope.
bitch
ran
Fucking
55
lie.
times
You
Press
lied.
Pad, and
you
then I
bought
came
all their
here.
fucking subs and all their fucking
You fucking
views.
lied to fucking gain
No,
clout
you
to
bought-
make
you
me
bought all
look
your
bad.
subs.
And
You
I'm
bought them
calling
all.
you out
You
right
bought
now
them.
because I'm the one
What
that helped you
happened-
build Tommy Temper
happened
with the
4
crazy
years
You didn't
dog.
build him. You didn't
is
build him.
like
Hey, listen, fuck
It's
Tommy
history.
And that-
Temper.
And
But you didn't build
NFC
it, channel.
NFC didn't know anything about us.
Channel with 1,000 subs.
And
I got most
NFC
of
knew
my
nothing about us
Oh,
because we weren't even
bought
integrated with
your
Mosh
subs.
at that
Your
point. It
subs-
was
your
Fry
subs-
TV and Diego and all them. So
your
don't
subs
fucking sit
don't
there and play
match.
games, Tommy.
Neither-
He was
neither
not
Tommy.
here before me. I was here first because I was
Tommy,
here
well,
before
I
you
don't
even
know.
had
I
Neither.
don't
Temper.
know. You're talking about way back then. Maybe you were. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
Tommy,
And you're
Tommy,
telling me
Tommy,
smoking
she didn't
weed
build
fucked my
shit.
head? Look what it did to you, you
She
fucking
didn't build.
dementia freak.
She didn't build shit in your channel. She buys
Yes,
her
I did.
subs.
Yes, I
Her-
did.
her
Yes, I
views
did.
don't
And everybody
match her
knows it.
subs at all.
level-headed, actually.
Everybody knows it. That's why he has Travis channel.
Yeah,
All
you
the good
bought
people
them.
we
You
had
bought
in there,
them.
they still come around my channel. Ronald
You bought
Walker,
them. Yeah,
fucking Kevin Yost, Sherry
your pedo
Palmer.
crew.
Sherry Palmer, your
Your
fucking
pedo
best
crew.
mod you
Your
ever
pedo
had.
crew.
She
Your
was
pedo
in
crew.
here. She thinks you're disgusting, Tommy.
How many your pedo crew there, Queenie? You have
Why
the
did
docs children, don't you?
I'm disgusting? What did I ever do?
No, Tommy,
You're
you didn't do
disgusting.
anything.
You had a good fucking channel, and then you let
Oh,
everybody
come on.
infiltrate it.
My
And
channel is still
they are
great.
proof.
I'm happy
They are
with my
proof.
channel. I have lots
Tommy,
of people
they
that
are
come and go.
proof.
Like
They are
really,
proof that
in
you're
the course
trapped.
of a stream, I'll have literally 1,000 or 2,000 views on a stream. Come on.
Oh, I don't give a flying fuck what you have. I don't care if I have 2 views on the stream.
That's how many people are coming and going. Not just one guy, but literally
I
thousands of people will
I
watch.
don't care.
Stream in,
Show me
they'll
one
stream out.
where you
They'll
have
come,
more than
they'll go.
10,000 because I've got lots of those, bitch. I got
Okay,
lots
okay,
of over 10,000,
okay,
bitch.
Queenie,
Show
what
me
was
one
it
where you got
about?
over 50,000. I got a couple of those, bitch. Show me, Tommy. Show me.
Yeah, when you're out there doing
Oh,
the
yeah. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Queenie,
I
Queenie,
still have
Queenie,
it. I
Queenie.
still have it, bitch.
Queenie, what is it about a 15-year-old adult day in your channel?
So
But
go there, Tommy. How about go there?
I do like the fact that we're still adversaries. You know, I like that. I told you. I said, let's just keep it up. You know, keep it up between us.
Yeah, and what happened? I
How
passed you
those
in a
knockoff
fucking
abuse-
week.
Hate on you.
How
And let's
does
just
the
keep it up because it
how
adds to
does
the
the
drama.
boo-boos come for you?
Drama. Okay.
How does the boo-boos come for you? Spelling them, or
I'm
you
just
like?
saying, I'm just saying, don't you dare come on here and spit narrative, Tommy. You tell the truth and you tell it how it is, or you're gonna be on my radar and you're in my town. Try to make me fucking think you're threatening me with the castle law, bitch. Please, I'm a native. Fucking try me. Try me.
I'm saying, yeah,
Try
Alberta
me.
has the
Try
castle
me.
laws. So, you know,
Peekaboo.
Don't
Try me, Tommy.
don't be knocking on doors. Don't be knocking on doors.
I never said I was going to.
Okay, hey,
Never
Queenie,
once did I say I was
hey,
going to.
Queenie, do you still feel it's okay
I
for
never
an adult
stand
that?
outside of my house and go, I hate you, Tommy Temper. Come
Tell
on.
me, shut the fuck up. Tell me, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, then
Okay,
don't
okay,
fucking
we have real
spin a
questions here.
narrative on here, Tommy. That's simple as that. Don't fucking sit there and feed into the trolls for clout over me. When I'm on here, your numbers go up and your fucking chat
No, they
goes
don't.
off.
They
You
actually
know
went
damn
down.
well it's about me.
They went down.
So don't fucking sit
Went
there and
down,
fucking
went
back
down,
no
went down,
trolls up
went
and
down,
lie.
went down, went down, went down, went down, went down. Okay,
Don't
so
lie to fucking
so
gain clout.
Queenie, is it so okay for a
It won't go
15-year-old
well
to
for
date
you,
an adult?
Tommy. I'm not fucking playing here. You be honest.
Have fun.
Is it still
Hello.
okay for an adult to date a 15-year-old in your eyes?
You should
Is that
be more
understood?
pissed
That's
off
all
at
I'm
most
saying.
of them,
That's all I'm
honestly.
saying to you.
No. Is
I
it
don't
okay
have any
for a
fucking.
15-year-old?
I don't have anything that I have that I would go against you except for you fucking lying on here, Tommy. Don't you fucking dare.
Okay,
You're
okay,
in my
Queenie.
town.
Queenie, is it okay for a 15-year-old to still date an adult?
You've been here months. I've been here over 2 decades. This
Is
is
it
my
still
town.
okay for a 15-year-old to date
my
an adult?
Yeah, but I got neighbors on this side. I got neighbors on that side.
And you
got
think I
neighbors
probably
across
don't
the
know them, or you think that they don't know me?
They
You're
all know me.
fucking kidding yourself.
Hey,
don't think they know
Queenie, is it
Oh.
okay for a 15-year-old to date an adult?
I owned a store in this town, Tommy. The fucking pot store. Don't tell me who I know and don't know. You want to fuck around? Let's fuck around. Tell me who I know here and who I don't know here.
Well, I'm the new guy in town, so look
Yeah,
out.
you are. Yeah, you are. So don't come on here and lie and sit there and fucking back up people.
I'm in a different district than you're in. I don't live in your district at all.
I don't care what fucking district you live in. This is still a small town, you dummy.
It's a big town.
No,
There's
it's
many
not.
districts.
Hey,
No,
Queenie,
it's not.
Queenie,
No, it's
is it
not.
still okay for? Hey, Queenie,
No,
is it
it's
still
not.
okay for a 15-year? Is it still okay for a 15-year-old to date an adult?
And if you fucking, that's all I'm saying to you, and I fucking come at you, Tommy, is that as long as you fucking keep it real, then I have no issues with you. But as soon as you start fucking lying,
Hey,
like
Queenie,
you
hey,
did,
Queenie, answer
like
the
you
question.
did with
Hey,
FC
bitch,
today,
you fat Ozempic fucking cunt. Answer
that
the
is
fucking
fucking
question. Is
inappropriate.
it okay for a 15-year-old to date an
No,
adult?
come on. No,
Who
not
said
come
she
on.
said that you were there first, or he was there first? Who gives
He's
a
claiming
shit?
that he knew you before me.
Hey,
That's a
Ozempic
lie.
fucking whore.
Hey, that's
Hey,
your
listen,
claim, not
Ozempic fucking whore. Is it okay
His
for
claim,
an
not
adult
mine.
to date a 15-year-old?
Tommy, you do know because you were press pad first and we didn't even know Mosh.
Tommy,
way
make an answer
later.
the
And that's
question.
his fucking
I did.
community. Don't sit there and
I
fucking
did,
look down syndrome.
Yeah, I did.
Make her
50
answer the question,
streams
Tommy.
On Presspad, and then moved over here. There were 50
Yes.
streams. I went live
There-
50 times
and
on
Mosh
Presspad.
and Mosh in
and then
that
came over here.
community. And Mosh in that community had no idea who we were because we didn't even know who they were. Don't you fucking play games.
Okay, Tommy, get her to fucking answer the question. Is it okay for a 15 for
Nobody
a
cares
15-year-old
what you're
adult?
saying if you haven't noticed. You Down
You said
syndrome
it.
junkie.
You said it.
You're a Down syndrome junkie.
That you're a fucking fat Ozempic fucking whore that's probably gonna die next week from heart fucking disease from fucking eating McDonald's every day. You fat fucking cunt. No one gives a fuck about you. You're not even fucking full blown fucking indigenous. You're a fucking you look like goddamn Turtle Island.
Look at this guy, indigenous. He can't even fucking talk right. This fucking junkie predator pedo. Don't you
How
have some
fat are
kids
you?
to diddle?
How many pants?
Yeah, you do.
You wish
yeah,
you could be my
do.
weight.
Yeah,
wish
you
you my
do.
weight.
Yeah,
you
you
wish
do.
you my weight.
You
Wear
have
a
some
bra,
kids
you
to
fucking
diddle.
whore.
Go diddle some kids and video record it like you do.
You're fine with 15-year-olds
Shut up,
dating
Gary.
adults. You're
Shut
a
up,
fucking
Gary.
pedo supporter, 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 pedo supporters, pedo supporter, pedo supporter. I can fucking do this for hours. Fat fucking whore. Pedo supporter, pedo supporter, pedo supporter, Ozempic, pedo supporter, pedo supporter, pedo supporter, pedo supporter. What did you call the kid that you wanted to hang from a tree? We're just answering questions from the chat here because you're boring as fuck. So deal with it. Ozempic slut. Apparently that medication doesn't work because you can't fucking lose weight. So let's keep going. What else does chat have to say? Let's read chat. If you don't like it, you can go back to your own channel with your pedo crew.
Makes you less hungry.
Yeah, she does look like Tortoise Island every fucking day. Because Queenie is Tortoise Island. Come on, chat. Let's go. Let's get the questions going.
We're losing our audience quick.
Yep, that's great. Who cares? It's because Queenie's on here. We actually had a really good conversation, but I mean, she had to ruin it because she has to talk about herself because she can only get like she only get like 9 people to fucking talk to her with her.
It ended up getting over to Canada and the United States and native culture and stuff like that.
Okay, chat. Come on, let's get some more questions. We'll ask the Queenie that because we're all banned over there anyways. And she only has like 9 real supporters. She has to buy all of her fucking subs anyways. So let's go.
By the way, thank you for the donation in my chat. Much love. Thank you.
And which one's that? Who gave you money? You're gonna turn on them next week and probably dox their child anyways. We all know you do that.
Private chat.
Queenie doxes children, right? Why you do that? Why you do that, Queenie?
I don't know. Who's this guy? Long Island Iced Tea. Who is that?
I don't know.
You know who that is?
Put up a wiener wall or something. I don't know.
Hang on. Okay, this is the wiener wall.
That's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, good evening. Well, good morning, actually. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Okay. Yeah. Who are you?
Hey, how you doing? Long time caller, first time listener. We spoke yesterday. TTS. I hope you does that ring a bell?
You were in the chat, TTS?
No, yesterday. Yeah, I don't want to plug any channels. I don't want you to think I'm trying to plug anything. So I'm like, you kind of joined the panel yesterday, and I was like, oh, okay.
Well, right. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
There you go. Hey, so I'm fairly new around here. I've been listening for the last couple minutes, and I don't know. Does this lady always act like this? This Queenie lady? Is she always bitching about something?
Yes.
Yeah, this lady.
Yeah,
is
you can talk to her
disgusting.
personally there. You can talk to her right now. Queenie, he's talking to you.
She's always seems like she's always bitching about. Oh my God! I'm Native American. You have to respect me. Like, shut your bitch ass up, lady. Fuck. Disgusting. And then I heard that she's on Ozempic and she's still fat. What's up with that?
Yes. She's like 600 fucking pounds, dude. She's like Turtle Island.
You telling me she eats McDonald's every day?
Yeah, she fucking eats like 2 fucking Big Macs and like 2 large fries and has her car break down on the way to McDonald's. Actually, this is a true story. Like that
I
totally
believe
did
it.
happen.
Jeez.
Wow, like this lady, like the whole
It'd be worse if it breaks down on the way back from McDonald's.
the entire time I've been listening is just, oh my God, I'm Native American. Respect me. I've got people. If you think I don't know where you are, Tommy, oh, I know, and people will come after you. Like, she's threatening you over the internet. Basically, thanks to
We're up in
her, that
Canada.
this channel is where it's at now. Like, what?
Yeah, she did get she did get a ticket for like arguing with a cop one time too. It's a fat when she parked in the parking spot the wrong way because she's illiterate.
Is she what do they call a lull cow? Is that what she is?
Oh, dude, a cow would be like skinny to her. It's more
No,
she's like a law moose, you know what I mean? Like just a really big fat.
Term is low cost celebrity.
So we're attacking the person.
We're all low cost celebrities.
No.
Don't give a shit. She's a law moose. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
She
fair enough.
doxes children. She
No,
doxes
it's true.
children.
I agree.
She doxes children and like she's
What?
just, like,
You know, myself, I like to be nice to everyone. I don't like to call anybody names. I don't like to put anyone down. I just like to be nice and get along with everybody. But everybody else seems to have their issues and like to name call and everything else. And all I can do is just sit back and take the abuse, you know?
Yeah.
You deal with the
No, I
slum
get
word.
it, Tommy. I apologize because
I
she
don't-
was on and she was kicked off, and I said let her on and let us talk, and so I apologize for that.
I appreciate your apology because we're actually having a decent
I was never
Wasn't
kicked
your
off,
fault,
bitch. Don't fucking
Not
twist
your
the
fault
law.
for
Don't
anything.
twist the truth again. Come
No,
up here
here
and
we
fucking
go.
tell the truth for once. I was never kicked off.
Here we go.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, lady,
May
why
have
do
been
you always
fucking
bitch a
muted.
lot? Sounds like you bitch a lot, huh?
No, I never kicked Queenie off. Like I let her have her piece. You know, like really, honestly, Queenie, for the amount of abuse that I get from you, I should kick you off. But you have to.
But you
give me a
don't.
little bit of respect
So
for
don't let these people
Yeah, but
fucking
don't
lie
you
and
ever
think that you
think
kicked
why?
me off.
Sorry, I thought there was
Why-
a.
why
Yeah,
don't I
sorry,
kick you
always
off?
sorry,
Why?
right? Because
What do you
fucking
think?
can't tell anything
I'm
right.
actually not
Shut your
fucking sorry.
fucking mouth.
Hey, yo, fuck you,
Ooh,
Queenie.
or
Fuck
what?
you, bitch. Fat ass bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you and your fucking tribe. How about that?
She's kind of like a law whale, you know what I mean? I mean, cow isn't big enough, you know what I mean?
Your tribe is fucking probably disappointed how fat you fucking are.
She's not even pure blood. She's not even pure blood.
Those are the
Hey,
She's
Tommy,
not-
thanks for letting me on, man.
She's
I'm
not
gonna
even.
exit.
Dude,
This
she's
ain't
not
the
even.
kind of.
She's not even
I
a
don't
half
call this
breed.
entertainment. I'll
She's
talk to you
not
later.
even. She's not even a half breed.
Those are the ones that always bark the most. You get me?
She's not even a half breed. She wishes she was a half breed. She's not even that. She doesn't even make that statement.
You wish you weren't inbred. So shut the
How
fuck
about
up, you
Shut your
junkie.
bitch ass up.
speak some French to me, bitch?
Parlez-vous.
The only thing that's fucking French about
Las
her is the
enfants,
fucking.
las enfants,
The only thing that's French
incompetent.
about her is the
Hum,
fucking
hum.
croissants that she's been eating.
You know what, Queenie? You're las enfants, incompetent.
Yeah, fuck you, you fucking
this thing
fat
up,
pig. Fuck you. You're shitting on fucking Tommy here. The guy hasn't said a word. Fuck. Hey, yo, Tommy, I don't know who you are, man, but you know what? I'll be your bodyguard. I'll be the pit bull here. I ain't appreciate this
Thanks a
this
lot.
lady going at
Appreciate
you,
it.
so I'll be the pit bull here.
Okay. Well, in between you and Telescope, you got all the bases covered.
Another colonizer thing that dummy is letting a fucking man attack a woman and saying, okay, you're fucking
Let's
fat ass up.
competent.
There was a woman here who was willing to accept your point of view, and you.
I'm going to look up what is the colonizer.
Oh,
Okay.
men bad. Block.
I'm pretty sure I'm not one.
Actually, I agree with that girl. There were people defending you, and you did put them down. That was pretty shitty. I'm not gonna lie on that one.
Is she
Pretty
drunk?
bad
Does this
optics.
lady drink a lot? This queen?
Oh, dude, she can't even afford a fucking bowl. She smokes marijuana with fucking heated up butter knives.
What?
And I'm not even joking, dude. Like,
Oh, come on. Don't knock the hot knives.
Hey,
They're
yo, so
great
look,
for roaches.
look, I don't
no,
want to
no, no,
plug
no,
any
no. It's
channels.
not. It's not roaches. She smokes marijuana with like buds with hot knives. Like it's like really
Telescope.
pathetic.
Telescope. I don't want to plug any channels, but you know, over there, the other community, we usually review women like this, and we could like completely destroy this woman. Can
Go
you give me
ahead.
some more feedback? Like, what do I type in YouTube? Are there videos, clips on this lady? She's
Yeah,
done.
there's tons of them. There's tons.
Give me a name. Give me a name.
What, you want her channel?
What does she go by? Does she just go by Queenie? Is that how I'll find the videos?
I don't know. I'll pull it up for you.
Yeah, bitch, and there's 22,000 subs on it. Go look and fucking come and
She-
try and fuck
Okay,
around.
okay, okay.
Bring
She
it!
she bought all of her subs, so it's not really like real
That's a
she's
subs.
lie,
cooked.
but whatever.
She's cooked. The channels over there at the other
It's
community, they
not.
don't fuck around with this shit.
She bought her subs actually, so it's not.
Okay.
I might have.
This
owned
is
subs.
what Grok says about me and being a colonizer.
Okay, okay,
I said,
it's not-
I'm born in
okay.
Canada. Does that make me a colonizer? Queenie, listen up. Grok says,
I'm not
no.
gonna listen to your colonization of
Being
fucking
born in
calling
Canada
fucking
does not
Google.
make you a colonizer. That
You're
label is
using
about
Google
what
and
you
the encyclopedia,
do,
which
not
makes you a
where you're
colonizer.
born. If you're just existing, paying taxes, going to Tim Hortons, minding your own business, You're not colonizing anyone. You're just a Canadian. Any questions?
Okay, hey,
No,
Tommy-
you just
Tommy
did
Timber.
a colonized thing by looking it up on the fucking internet and reading it. You're a goof.
Tommy Temper, can you throw up
Look up
her,
what goof means
her-
and read it out, Tommy. Look up what goof means and read it out.
Okay, Tommy Temper, can you throw up her real address so she can actually get real subs?
Hey,
So people
yo.
would just laugh at her.
It's just common sense.
Hey,
If you
yo.
haven't colonized anything, you can't be a colonizer. If you're born somewhere, you're not a colonizer. Like, come on. It's common sense.
Tommy, can you throw up
Maybe
her fucking
Somebody that came over from another country to a country, that is the definition of a colonizer, but not somebody that was born in that country.
Yeah, and then you carry on and you have retarded kids like you have. Let's be honest.
Wow, what the
Okay,
fuck?
let's be fucking honest here. Okay, you are a colonizer that came over, and you guys had kids and had
I
kids, and
didn't
look at
come
what
over.
look at what you got shit out. Look at your face. There's something wrong with you, Tommy. And I'm not trying to be fucking ignorant. You're like an Elon Musk type of shit.
Oh,
Okay?
Jesus.
And that's the truth. And you
Why are
know,
you talking about your children, bro? What
Well,
the fuck?
Queenie,
shut the
Queenie,
fuck
I
up.
keep
I know
saying
him
awesome
personally, you
about
Hey,
fucking
yo,
goof.
fuck you, you fucking
Look,
fat
I
kid.
keep
Oh,
saying
yeah.
awful about you and the way you look and everything else about you. But
She's like
I don't
600 pounds.
take hits at you on the way you look at all.
Disgusting. She's
And I
talking
don't-
Well, I'm
about your
just being
children.
honest. You want to
Very
fucking sit here
disrespectful.
and be fucking
Very
ignorant by
disrespectful.
reading stuff off the internet when I'm trying to tell you that's a colonization
fat
thing.
pig.
Okay,
And
that
you're
was me.
fucking arguing
Don't
with
blame
me.
him.
Fuck you.
Even though people have
No,
come on
because
here
you're trying
and
to put a
fucking
label
argued
on
my
me,
point
and the
with you.
label-
Shut the fuck
Wrong.
up, bitch.
There
the
were
label
other
is wrong.
people on here
Can't put that
arguing
label on
my
me.
point
And
to
I'm not
you.
gonna accept that
Shut
label.
up.
Put that label on somebody else, but you can't put it on me.
Yeah, you're mad.
That
You're mad.
label-
You're a
Old fat
colonizer.
pig. Fuck
You're
you.
mad. You're a colonizer. You're a
think-
You're mad
settler.
he's colonizing
You're a
your
settler.
fucking fat ass.
Just because you got shit on Canada doesn't
You
mean
think
that you're not a
every
colonizer.
person- you think that every white person in Canada is a colonizer? Come
Yep.
on.
Yep. Yep.
No,
Disgusting.
you're wrong.
Yep.
You're
Including my fucking great
Who taught you
grandmother that
that?
was French.
Did you
Hey,
learn
yo,
that in
fuck your
school?
fucking
Where the
great
hell
great
did you
great
learn that
grandmother.
from?
Fuck that bitch. About that.
You
See,
didn't
you
learn
learn
that
can't
before
even
that
listen
shit.
right, you fucking inbred. I didn't say my grandmother, you fucking inbred
I would have
bred.
slapped that bitch.
Shut the
Hey,
fuck
Queenie.
up, you pred.
I
Go
would've
touch some
colonized that
kids
fucking
somewhere
fat
else.
hoe.
Who's
Go
Fuck
Queenie,
touch
you,
how about
some
before
kids
you-
somewhere else.
How about before the French, your French relatives? Can you go back further?
Yep. Yeah, I have my family tree right here.
Fuck your family
Not a
tree.
stump like you guys. Not a
You said
stump
you were
like you fucks.
You said you were BT,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
Well, you hate half of yourself.
Oh well, shoot me. Oh
Yeah,
well.
I gladly would.
That
I would
must-
gladly.
Only be a
must be-
colonizer. It's like
You know what? I
calling
don't-
somebody
I
a
don't think
pirate
that-
just because
I
they
don't
own a boat.
do
doesn't cut it.
anything to you or say anything about you because I think that you're living with the most angst that you could ever possibly have, and that is being partially white.
Yeah, because white's trash. The fucking whites
Well,
that I
you're-
run
you're-
into- Look
Okay,
at-
let's. Can we
Look
see
at
that
this
genetic
panel.
testing?
Look at this panel. You got a bunch of white fucking trash.
Fuck
I
you,
shouldn't
bitch.
say
I ain't
everybody's
white.
white
That's racist.
trash, but
You
this
think I'm
racist.
panel
bitch?
is
You think
trash.
I'm white? Fuck
I'm
you.
indigenous. I'm indigenous to the North
Yeah,
Yeah,
America.
you're indigenous. Yeah, I bet you are.
You're native.
That's not even
Yeah.
the term, you
Oh,
fucking
Fuck you and your
retard.
fucking family
Yeah, it
history.
is.
Fuck
I'm
them.
indigenous.
Fucking weak ass
Appalachian
bitches
native.
got colonized. How about that?
You mad that you're gonna be fucking colonized right away? That's why you brought your
Are you
stank ass
mad
up
that you
here.
actually are Turtle Island? You're fat as it for it.
Oh well, are you mad? Are you mad I eat steak all the time and I get
Yeah, I'm-
suppers made for me? Are you
How's
mad?
Ozempic working for you?
Are you
Fucking
mad? It's
weak-ass
working
family
really
got
good.
colonized.
It's working
You can't even
really
lose.
good.
You
Thank
can't.
you.
You can't even lose weight on Zipping, dude.
Yeah, okay. And you can't even stop
Disgusting.
shooting. You can't even stop mainlining drugs for the life of you and touching kids and
Imagine
recording it.
mainlining Ozempic and
Go
not being able to lose
record.
weight.
Go. How about that video of you recording underage kids? Where is it?
Yo,
Where,
why
took
there
it
is no
down.
video of
You
that.
took it
What we're
down.
talking about. We're talking
You
about.
Why
took
is she
it
allowed to
down.
say all this shit?
You took
Yeah.
it down, Gary. You took
Why
it
is she
down.
talking about
One that
kids
got
and stuff?
right
That's
for it, so
disgusting.
remember you being
Dude,
my channel.
You know, she
right?
likes to dox children. You know that,
And
right?
mod-
How about you
yeah,
talk? How about you talk about doxing children?
That's fucking
remember
weird as shit. What
You
the
fucking
fuck?
dox me.
She doxes children all the time.
Wow. Why is she allowed on the platform? Let's get to that.
Because
No one
I'm
knows.
here and I'm Queenie, bitch. You better recognize.
Yeah,
Understand?
she doesn't deny
You
it. I
walked
mean, it's
in
just
here thinking
plausible.
you're deadly. You don't know what you walked into, but be my guest.
You know what?
This
I was
bitch calls
already
herself
fucking
queen,
here.
and then she's bitching about colonizers. What?
Oh,
Be the fucking inbred. You notice my name? It's not Queen, you fucking tard. It's
It is
fucking
Queenie.
Queenie. I'm not no queen. I'm not no pedophile like your
Queenie.
ass. Okay?
Oh, I'm a
Fucking read it
pedophile.
right.
Why is she
You know
allowed
what?
to
She has
say
a lot
all
of
this,
pedophiles.
bro?
She's allowed to have. She has a lot of pedophiles on her channel. So
Yeah,
stay away
okay.
from there.
let me amplify
Yeah.
that a bit
Hey,
here.
can
And
you
I
share
have
your
to
channel?
throw
I got a couple
Jellicoke
people
out
that
of
can
my
take this shit
channel
down.
because
Her
he's a
mods play.
pedophile. He's in the gas tank. He's the fucking manager in my gas tank.
Her mods play Pokemon streams to have children on it.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
like, yeah. Let's talk about Sonal in his Pokemon streams and how he has, and now they're for all ages, and for
Yeah,
him to have
Pokeball.
children on
Tommy,
there.
Tommy, don't allow him to talk about somebody like that that isn't here to defend themselves.
Well,
Fuck
no,
you,
no, why
bitch.
not? Fuck you. How about that?
Fuck you, bitch.
It's the truth. Because you're
No,
a
it's
fucking
not.
pedophile supporter.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you are.
not.
Dude,
No, it's
okay,
not.
about your Pat
No, it's
Cakes
not. You
tattoo.
know what's
Yeah.
true? What's true is that there's a video of you recording underage people at school at a Halloween party.
It
Where's
wasn't at
that?
school.
Where's
It wasn't
that?
at
Yo, why
What's
does
school.
she
true is
keep
I have
saying
pictures.
this?
I have pictures of your
I can
arms
give you
with
the
your
story
fucking
if you
junk
want.
from junking out.
I
That's
can
what's
literally
true.
give you the story.
I have those, Gary. I have those. Okay? Don't you
I can
kid
literally
yourself.
give you the story. I can literally give you the story of this.
No, you
What?
can't.
What?
You're
Yeah,
a
I
fucking
can. Shut the
pedophile.
fuck.
You
Hey,
are a pedophile junkie.
Hey,
You're
Tommy,
a predator.
Tommy,
You're a
Tom-
pedophile junkie,
Tommy,
and you
just
posted it
mute her.
on your fucking YouTube. Don't lie. I have
Tommy,
that
just
fucking
mute
proof.
her.
I
Tommy,
have
mute
the
her.
proof.
Tommy, mute her, and I'll explain the story.
I have the proof. No, fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking goof.
Tommy,
I'm
just mute
muting
her, and I'll
nothing.
explain the
Just
story.
like you
Like
fucking
other
think
people
you're
do.
gonna have the platform, you're not gonna have the platform. Okay, so you can go fuck yourself.
Okay. Hey, Tommy, can you
Go
mute her
fuck
so I can explain the
yourself.
story for 30 seconds? Please.
Go fuck
please.
yourself.
Tommy,
allow
just
free-
control your goddamn channel
No,
for 30
you can't.
seconds.
I allow free speech even
can't.
if you don't like it.
You're a pedophile. Well, there's proof of it on here. You fucking uploaded a video of you fucking recording
I was
fucking
live
minors at a
streaming.
Halloween party.
And actually,
And there's pictures with your track
Oh my
marks on
God.
your arms, you goof. Don't fucking
Making
go
a-
there,
I don't have
Gary.
track marks.
Don't go
Recording
there.
of
Don't
kids
go
at a
there.
Halloween party doesn't make you a pedo.
Yes, it does. He was being gross.
Oh, it does.
Yes, it does. Tommy, you didn't see
Tommy,
it.
Tommy, we need to mute
You
her so I can
didn't see it.
answer.
Don't
for 2
fucking
seconds.
I
go there.
saw the video. Yeah, he wasn't doing anything nefarious. It was a party.
No, Tommy, can you mute her for 20 fucking seconds so I can explain this?
It was a little party video. Oh, I think she bailed out. So there
Okay,
you go.
what happens is they do like a fucking like Halloween parade in my town every year, and I brought my camera up just to kind of just film like what it's like up here. And I met up my friends, and my friend's daughter, which has some like developmental issues, and she watches YouTube and stuff all the time. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, like I'm just streaming. And she's like, oh, let me stream. So I gave her my fucking camera and like let her fucking stream. I mean, you know it because I got after you about your mods at that time. I mean, but at the same time, it's like, it wasn't anything nefarious or anything. Like, My channel's set to 18 and above, anyways. It's like the only people like really thinking that way are like disgusting individuals. You know what I mean? Okay, we're standing in like a city center and they're handing out
You know how it
pumpkins
is.
and fucking candy. I
People
mean,
will
like,
take what you did, take it out of context, and use it against you. That's the way the internet works.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but I'm like, if I look at her and like she has the fucking pedo crew. I mean, I'm not playing Pokemon online and making my channel all ages and like trying to get children in there and making them my fucking mods. Like Queenie does. But I mean, like that's what it is. It's nothing really fucking nefarious.
Oh well.
It's called being
Okay.
a fucking parent. Like I mean, you
Okay.
go on live streams to your fucking children, like no one gives a shit. Everyone backs off it. We wait till you go live.
I try not to. I try,
No.
because of all the blowback that happens when you put children on your channel or on the internet. I tend not to want to have my kids on any videos, but once in a while I'm driving down the road, whatever, and my kid is sitting beside me or something. Yeah, they're gonna be on the video. Can't help that. I don't purposely try and put them on there.
Yeah, my stepson's in a
Because-
metal band. Like my stepson is in a metal band. He does all ages shows. You know what I mean? Like I film them for them, and if they want to do something with the footage, like that's for them. They can do whatever they want to do with it. It's like people get so fucking up in arms about bullshit.
Well, it's the internet. The internet is all bullshit. It's all about name calling and putting people down and whatever. And you know that, and I know that. I'm used to it. That's why I don't mind somebody, bad mouthing me, saying bad stuff about me or whatever, trying to take advantage of me. It's the internet, It's don't take stuff seriously. Don't take anything on the internet seriously.
No, but I do believe that we have to take people who pose threats seriously. And I would like to know a little bit more about what I've walked into here tonight, because I just come onto a panel and kind of talk and visit with some people. I would like to know how serious the threat of this is, because you guys have been talking about her doxing people and shit like that.
Oh, absolutely. That does happen. By the way, I live in Edmonton. I'm in Edmonton here right now.
Well, I'm not about to say where I live at this point, because, doxing, right? So,
yeah.
And what will happen? Like, what would happen?
Well,
I guess
somebody has a channel and they put your name up there, put your boyfriend's name up there, whatever, or a phone number or an address or something like that. That's about all that can really happen with doxing. I'm going to give everyone a last chance. Johnny, Unacceptable, Cora, and I'm going to shut the stream down here because it's after 3:00 here. 3:00 is my cutoff time here. So, final comments, Cora.
Well, I just like to thank you for accepting me and
Oh, your mic cut
to
off.
allow me to debate her, because now I have some fear in my heart. And so, but other than that, I love the channel. I love what you're doing. I've been following for a long time. And thank you.
Well, if you've been following for a long time, then you probably have heard Queenie on here before, because that's the first time that she's on here. And she has her own channel. So, mind you, you have to know the exact name of her channel to be able to sub up to her there. But you can always
I think
go over
very often I see her and I'm out. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm not doing this. And I go. But I watch a lot of your live streams and then, right? So.
Yeah. Right on. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's Unacceptable.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
You betcha. Okay. See you later. Johnny, final last word here before we stop the stream.
Oh yeah, I was referred to by a channel called Traveling Fools 2020. They have a lot of viewers from West Canada, but I'm from
Right on.
California and Washington State.
Traveling fools, we know well.
You know, traveling fools. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So now I was referred by them. I mean, that's how I got your channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against having negative, two negatives, like say a Queenie and somebody else, you know, because it'd just be boring if you didn't have negatives on a channel. So I mean, gotta have the good, bad, and ugly, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's your channel is great, man. It's hard to find Canadian YouTube channels, so you're like one of the few, man.
Right on. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, you know, I don't like to ban people. I don't like to time people out, and I like to have free speech, both on the panel and in the chat. You know, so but sometimes it can be a little bit harsh, and people start name calling and say, you know, it gets into threats and stuff like that. I don't really like the threats at all. But you know, I consider internet threats to be like, yeah, pretty blasé and you know, over my head, and life goes on. Nobody really comes to my door coming to see me. But you know, I don't like to be threatened, that's for sure. So I don't like anybody to get to that point where you start threatening other people. I try and be nice to people, don't call people names, and basically just be the referee on the whole thing. But sometimes things do get out of hand, but you know, that's the way it goes. But yeah, thanks a lot, both of you. I'll boot you off the channel here, and thanks a lot for joining us today. I appreciate everyone out there, and I hope you have a very good evening. Let me just see here. Let me do this, that, and we'll play a little outro, and that'll be it. So take care, everyone. Stay out of trouble, and if you can't stay out of trouble, leave it after me.
Breaking news, it tempers again.
Woo.
Everybody's mad.
Let's go.
online.
See you guys later. Take care.
Parliament's debating while the comment section's losing minds. Protests in the streets tonight, banners in the rain. Tommy grabs the microphone and tries to stay sane. Left side shouting, right side too. Everybody's certain that their headline's true, but somewhere in the noise another page. Welcome to Tommy Temper, where the facts get checked and the jokes get better. From Canada out to the world's wild weather, we talk it out, maybe laugh together. Yeah, the chaos rolls, but we still remember. Keep your cool with Tommy Temper. Convoys rolling, speeches fly, cameras everywhere. Experts argue nightly like it's political warfare. But Tommy pours another coffee, smiles at the scene, says common sense still fits somewhere in between. Trending topics, outrage storm, everyone declaring the new world norm. But reason sneaks, spasm, and a folding chair. Welcome to Tommy Temper. News and nonsense mixed together. Serious talk, but light as a feather. Laugh through storms we can't control forever. When tensions rise, just regroup and center. Tune it in with Tommy Temper. Take a breath, check the source. Debate without going full force. Disagree, but keep it clever. We're all riding this ride together. Welcome to Tommy Temper, where calm survives the loudest pressure. Truth with humor, that's the measure. Making sense of the global theater. News gets wild, but hearts stay gentler. Stay reasonable with Tommy Temper. Remember, folks, if everybody's yelling, somebody's got to bring snacks and logic.
Yeah. Where's my Tim Hortons? Later, Gator.